And it says the president, Ghana Swimming Association, Accra. Dear Madam, obviously because the one who leads the swimming, entity is a lady. Notice of withdrawal of recognition of the Ghana Swimming Association, GSA. Please have the compliments of the National Sports Authority. 1, following the receipt of copies of 2 petitions regarding irregularities with the Ghana Swimming Association, the receipt of an unsatisfactory report to the said petitions from the GSA, the authority wrote 2 letters to World Aquatics requesting World Aquatics to consider the appointment of a stabilization committee to manage the affairs of and resolve all matters within the GSA. 2, World Aquatics has, however, failed, refused, and or neglected to respond to any of the letters or take action. 3, by a letter dated 4th December 2025, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation authorized the authority to withdraw recognition of the GSA.
Let us hit that part again.
By a letter 4th December 2025, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation authorized the authority to withdraw the recognition of the GSA. 4, in the circumstances and to ensure that the sport of aquatics is governed in accordance with the principles of accountability, transparency, good governance, and fairness, the authority hereby withdraws the recognition of the GSA, which is the Ghana Swimming Association, to be responsible for aquatic sports in Ghana.
Thank you very much.
By this, the GSA and its executive council shall no longer be responsible for the governance of aquatic sports in Ghana.
Nathan, hit that part again.
By this, the GSA and its executive council shall no longer be responsible for the governance of aquatic sports in Ghana.
Thank you very much.
6, furthermore, and for the avoidance of doubt, the GSA and its executive council can no longer represent or organize the representation of Ghana at World Aquatics or in any aquatic or swimming competition or engagement, whether locally or internationally. Yours faithfully, signed, Yampo Fuankra, Director General of the NSC.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the Director General of the National Sports Authority dropped that letter,
SportyFM,
we saw in the news an announcement from the Ghana Swimming Association, these same executives, telling the whole world that Ghana had earned the rights to host the 2026 African Swimming Championships. Nathan, who gave them the mandate to go and bid for rights to host swimming competitions here in Ghana with all the issues surrounding the Ghana Swimming Association?
Yeah.
Now, Nathan, it didn't end there. I intercepted a document dated 15th of January 2026.
Okay.
And this document came from the Ghana Swimming Association, signed by the General Secretary who has been removed per the letter of the NSA. Nathan, listen to the date too. So this letter, signed by Yampo Franca, failing to recognize them. The General Secretary, Mohammed Muniru Kasim, he wrote a letter to the stakeholders within the swimming fraternity.
This is SportyFM, the voice.
The
of
letter
sports.
clearly disrespected the sports ministry, disrespected the NSA, and disrespected everybody running sports in this country. And I'll give you bits and pieces of that. And if the sports minister is listening, they cannot allow the swimming association to continue misbehaving like this.
Okay.
Later, let me read a few portions of that letter. Now, subject is official update regarding the unilateral withdrawal of recognition by the National Sports Authority. And they send this letter to their stakeholders.
Okay.
Dear valued stakeholders, we write to inform you of a critical development that directly, in the interim, impacts the governance of aquatics in Ghana. Earlier this week, the Ghana Swimming Association received an official letter dated 7th January 2026 from the director Nathan, the control of all of that. Upon immediate legal review, and Nathan, this is where the juice is. It said that GSA received this communication with profound disappointment and concern, given its sudden and procedurally flawed nature, we wish to unequivocally state for the reassurance that the GSA has not been dissolved, nor has it voluntarily relinquished its status. Upon immediate legal review, the association has identified that this action by the NSA is fundamentally defective.
How so?
Nathan, I'm coming, relax. It flagrantly violates the mandatory procedures stipulated in the Sports Regulations 2023 LI 2477, specifically Regulations 9 and 18, which require prior notice and a right to fair hearing, neither of which was accorded to the GSA. The letter also fails to cite any substantive legal grounds or the LI 2477 for such a drastic measure. Our immediate action and position. 1. Legal challenge. The GSA has formally demanded the NSA to immediately withdraw its letter and restore our full operational status. Continuity of operations. All GSA activities, programs, and scheduled events will proceed as planned. Nathan. So once you have been served notice to discontinue, stop and abstain from running the GSA, they are telling everybody that, look, all GSA activities, programs, and scheduled events will proceed as planned. This includes our ongoing athlete preparation for the 2026 Youth Olympics, Commonwealth Games, and the prestigious 2026 African Swimming Championships, which Ghana is proudly set to host. Our recognition and excellent working relationship with international federations, World Aquatics remain intact and unaffected by this domestic issue, as World Aquatics still recognize us as the national governing body of aquatics. It is important to distinguish the matter. The NSA's notice, they say it is important to distinguish this matter. The NSA's notice is an administrative procedure under LI 2477 and has no bearing on, nor is it caused by any ongoing legal petitions or disputes. Nathan, I pause here. Nathan, the long and short of the matter is that the current executives whose mandate expired in June 2025
this is
and
SportyFM,
are still masquerading as interim managers of the Ghana Swimming Association have refused to listen to or have refused to subject themselves to the orders of the National Sports Authority. In effect, they have decided to disrespect the NSA and disrespect the sports ministry, and have told their stakeholders that, look, it is business as usual. Nathan, the question I ask is, why are these executives still hell-bent on holding on to the Ghana Swimming Association when their own stakeholders have raised concerns about their own administration?
Yeah.
Why? And as we speak, there's a matter before court on that whole election that was organized, the procedures. So we are still waiting for determination from the courts. But they are saying that, look, they will continue to run the affairs of Ghana Swimming Association despite the NSA withdrawing their recognition. Nathan, why? What is in it? What do they want to achieve? Honorable Sports Minister, if this is how they want to go, that 2026 Africa Aquatics Championship they want to organize, where would they organize it? Under whose auspices? Under whose umbrella?
Yeah.
Where are they going to organize it? With this type of attitude? Telling the NSA that they have no mandate to do what they've done.
Meanwhile, the NSA is the mandated body that gives you a license to operate a sporting fraternity or a sporting association.
So they do not recognize the letter the NSA has sent them. So the NSA should quickly restore their license or their powers to operate. But Nathan, you see, when in an organization, issues of governance, issues of accountability, issues of transparency are raised, you should know you have a problem. Instead of sitting down with the stakeholders and trying to resolve these matters, they want to sit on a high horse. The current executives want to sit on a high horse and behave as if, because of their legal prowess, they can deal with every matter legally. They want to look at the legalities in the matter and try to look for loopholes. That is what the swimming authority want to do. Nathan, today, if I ask you, how many swimmers have represented Ghana worldwide and delivered medals for the country at Olympics or at Commonwealth level?
No.
So, swimming itself and its development has issues. And so, if stakeholders are raising concerns, Nathan, it is only important, it's only nice that you listen to the concerns of the stakeholders, give them an opportunity at the post. If they wish to continue with you, they do so. But don't try to use all sorts of tactics to stay in office. And I don't think that this is right.
SportyFM.
Later, their mandate expired in June 2025. They will still want to be in office till date.
But how come they are still in office?
So according to them, their constitution allows them to stay in office until an election is conducted and they hand over. That is what they are saying. So Nathan, until an election is conducted, they want to continue to remain in charge. And that's why the NSC thought it wise to say, look, World Aquatics, form an interim body, a normalization committee to steer their affairs. Of course, the NSA can do that on their own. The NSA can form a normalization committee, just like they did for Ghana boxing, to steer the affairs of Ghana swimming and take all these people out. But the NSA said, well, let us give the chance to World Aquatics to deal with some of these matters. World Aquatics has not responded. So, Mr. Yampofuanka, if you are listening to me this morning, if this document has not reached your table, then I am drawing your attention to it. That the current administration, led by the General Secretary, has told their stakeholders that they should forget about the order you give them. And it is business as usual. They are continuing to steer the affairs of the Ghana Swimming Association. Nathan, this is not how we develop swimming in this country. And that tournament they want to organize, whatever competition they want to organize here, Commonwealth Games they want to go to, this current body, as things stands, per that 7 January letter, until it's revoked, they do not have any mandate whatsoever to run swimming or mandate athletes who swim here in this country. No way. And they must get that. This matter, Nathan, I'm not going to leave this matter. We'll pursue this matter to the latter. And make sure the Ghana Swimming Association gets to the level it must get to. We will not leave this matter. We will not let this matter sleep. Nathan, we don't only do football on sport.
Of course.
We do everything. If it is boxing, we'll talk. If it is football, we'll talk. If it is hockey, we'll speak. Swimming will not be treated like it's not part of the ecosystem. It's not part of the sports ecosystem. It is. Swimming is an Olympic sport.
It is.
And as we prepare for Commonwealth Games, we will send swimmers there.
Yeah.
All these years, our swimmers have failed to qualify to championships, making the required time. They've always had to enter competitions with wild card. But we've had a swimming association here in this country, attempting to develop swimming in this country. And so when stakeholders are raising concerns, and this is the way you want to go, and Nathan, the letter to the stakeholders, disregarding what the NSA said, should even tell you the posture of those managing the Ghana Swimming Association. And this cannot be allowed to continue. I rest my case.
No say we be the problem.
So NSA, the ball is in your court. Sports Ministry.
Same time we be solution.
I don't know how you are going to resolve this, but kindly do something and ensure that the swimming space is sanitized. We cannot have associations defying orders from the NSA. So NSA and Sports Ministry, we've raised an issue. We'll keep pursuing it until we get a resolution. All right, it's 8:08. We are still celebrating our birthday, right? Let's maybe we should let's hear from callers. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's open the phone lines. Let's see what our callers are going to tell us after listening to us for about a year. Ray.
Today we are swimming in the birthday.
Today we are swimming in the birthday. I see 054 257 1061 054 257 1061 054 257 1061. Give us a call. Today, SportyFM is officially 1 year old. Last year on this date, we started transmission. You've been listening to us for over a year. I don't know what you want to tell us on our first birthday, but yeah, 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061, and 030-279-4805, 030-279-4805. You can equally send us a WhatsApp message. We would love to hear from you via the WhatsApp messages 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. But I find it really interesting that the Swimming Association actually wrote a counter saying that the stakeholders should disregard and they said what the NSA did not state any legal provisions
in the LI 2477.
But I thought the LI 2477 gave the NSA the powers to do that. Why should the NSA tell you?
And you know, prior to this, NSA has been in contact with the Swimming Association.
Yes. And the NSA said they had even reached out to World Aquatics to try and solve this matter. But
it is shocking that the NSA says it's failing to recognize you. You are telling your stakeholders, look, we can't be bothered. It's business as usual. That's what I'm saying. Look, the NSA must deal with the Swimming Federation, the Swimming Association immediately. Take action. If they've not chanced on this document, me, I'll share it with Jan Pofranka himself.
Okay, no problem. Let me go to the line. I think we have a call on. Hello. Okay, it looks like we can't hear this person. 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Today we are 1 year old. Sporty FM is 1 today. So I want you to share your own thoughts of Sporty FM at 1. I want you to call in. I don't know what you have to tell us today that we are celebrating our very first birthday. You can equally send us a WhatsApp message. We would love to hear from you via the WhatsApp line 054-257-1061 and 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. I think we have a caller. Let me take this one. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
This is James calling from Achimota.
All right, James, please go ahead.
Yeah, happy 1 year anniversary.
Thank you so much, James.
Nice. I used to hear other money shows and all that time, but now you are super. Especially our brother, Ray, the controversial man. At times we are not in support with him, but at times he is in our shoes, so we take him like that. And you know, it's less in one voice, one compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your management to bring Situ.
we should tell the management to bring Situ.
Yeah, Situ. Convince him wherever he is, convince him. You want Situ.
But you see, Situ is a rich man. We can't pay Situ.
Oh, you can do it. You the callers, if you add our...
Situ is enjoying his best life doing private business. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see what we can tell him to convince him.
You ask something, then you come.
All right. Chief,
okay.
thank you so much. 6 minutes after 8. What does he bring Situ? The man is enjoying his millions. Anyway, let me take this caller. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Cartel. I'm calling from Asuchari Shai Osuduku.
All right, please go ahead, Cartel.
Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Nathan.
Yes, sir.
You guys have done well for the past 1 year, putting Ghana on the map for this sport high life. We have been calling, supporting, pushing up, boxing, football, agenda, any agenda of football. May God Allah bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Take you guys forward. One of the best stations in the whole world, Ghana.
All right.
In the next 1 year.
Okay.
Whatever you guys are putting on the table should be the biggest thing for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words. May God bless you too. 054-257-1061. I want you to give me a call. I want you to even share some of your favorite Sporty FM moments or your favorite moment of with Sporty FM in the last year. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, am I clear?
Yes, largely. How are you doing, Anobil?
I'm good.
Yes. Yes, we are fine. We are fine. Please go ahead.
I mean, happy anniversary to you guys.
Thank you.
Good listening to you guys in the morning, especially race segments of problem. You know, I used to listen to something like that in some station way back. That one was fire. And they stopped him. But nobody can stop Ray from the problem. It's a powerful segment. We love it. And may you guys continue to grow. May you increase. May the management and production team bring more interesting segments for us.
Okay.
We actually enjoy it so very, 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 very much. And my sporting moments, you guys brought me back on radio. I stopped calling radio, but you guys have really, really, really brought me back.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
another moment is when Mr. Mansell was playing my contribution as one of his 16.
I see. At that point, you realized that you had made it.
Oh, I realized that I'm back on radio, man.
I see.
Also, once again, good morning, wherever you are, my brother. We don't know each other too much, but how you go do that?
That's it. We are connecting people.
Happy anniversary.
All right. Thank you so much. That was Anobil. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. We have another caller on the line. Oh, hello? Hello?
The call has been put on hold.
Hey, okay. The person is putting us on hold. We should wait more. No problem. I think we have some WhatsApp messages. Let's go through some of the WhatsApp messages, or we should just stockpile them. We'll go through them later. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast. You can equally call the other number 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. We are one today.
Hello.
And hello.
Mr. Nathan.
Yes.
Mr. Nathan.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Joyeux anniversaire à Sporty.
Ok, merci.
À tous les mois. Raymond. Why you laugh?
No.
I'll take him to
Tous les mois.
You take him to Monaco.
Allez. You guys have come. Yeah, Charlie, you have done well. Big shout out to you guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Guys to keep saying the truth. Even if the SO will blacklist people, we don't care. if you like, they should blacklist you people. We don't care.
What?
You see the country you are in. You see, instead of them to come and collaborate with you guys to make the league more interesting and more exciting, they are blacklisting you people from the FA because you people are telling us the truth. You are putting the truth on the map. You see, this is how we are in this country. When I say you people should stop talking about Ghana football, then you think I'm lying.
But we also can't. But we have to talk about Ghana football.
Yesterday, yesterday, you were yesterday. You were listening to the drive, and the thing shocked me. FA is blacklisting the 24-hour sports station. You are the only people who are doing podcasts on the Ghana Premier League. And you are playing it over and over again. And instead of them to come and collaborate with you, they are fighting you people. Like, I don't understand. You see the mindset of a black man. You see, anytime I'm saying you politics me like I be like it only me to where I if everybody they go right, it only me and they go left.
No, but nobody. Nobody.
Me and they talk the truth.
Nobody has said that.
No, but you see, what kind of lifestyle is that? Yesterday I was listening and I was saying, wow, look at all this, and they are using you people, your people know to do commentary. Like sometimes hey, come back. Charlie, I will happy birthday to you guys.
All right.
We know what talk. You people keep saying the truth. Keep saying the truth, and we'll always be backing you people.
Okay.
If they like black history, we don't care.
All right, Emmanuel. Thank you.
Football.
Thank you so much. Let me take this call. We have somebody on the other line. I suspect it is Michael from Ablekuma. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, happy 1 year birthday. Abu Mohammed is.
Abu Mohammed. Okay, it's not Michael. I thought it was Michael. Anyway, Abu, how are you doing? Thank you so much for calling us. What have you got to tell us today?
Well, just to wish you birthday, happy birthday, and also believe in you guys are definitely, you guys will change things. And also want to disagree with you this morning when you said that the referee did everything well. Nathan, the goal Senegal score. What's wrong with that goal?
Well, there was in the referee's estimation, there was a foul in the build-up, and then he called for a foul.
It was the why didn't you go and watch the VAR to confirm whether that decision you took was correct or not?
You see, the VAR, you don't go and check the VAR for every foul. What is the VAR for? It is for clear and obvious errors.
But this is clear, obvious error because it was a Morocco. See, there is a goal scored involved.
Yeah, in any case, the referee blew the whistle very early in the sequence. Once he's blown the whistle, it's done. It's gone.
But why was he picked? At what time did he blow the whistle? Because it just happened in the split of seconds. So the Moroccan defender wanted to push the Senegalese striker. That was when the Senegalese guy also like to defend himself, and this guy was not standing when he fell down. So we did that. At what time did the referee whistle? We are not saying the penalty was not penalty. It was a clean, good call penalty. We agree with that. But we were upset with that previous one. That is we to our problem.
No problem. But you see, you can be upset. The ref is the one handling the game, and in his estimation, that was a foul.
Well, fine. We too, in our estimation, he was wrong.
No problem. Because but the point is that he has made his decision. If CAF were upset with his decision, they would have said something. So I don't see how you get it. Like, because anywhere else on the pitch, if that foul happens, he gives a foul. You get it. Anywhere else, he gives a foul, and he gives a foul in the penalty area.
Well, to be honest, it is anyhow people understand it. Fine, maybe we could be wrong, but
that is also true. The ref could also be wrong. We never knew.
So at that moment, that was what happened. Most of us agree with the Senegalese coach. We have said, but thank God they were all exposed when the Cameroon goalkeeper saved the goal. In fact, we nearly break the center in which we are watching the ball. So thank God. So that is what my only little disagreement I had wanted to express. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
All right. Thank you. Let me take another caller. Hello.
Hey, Nathan.
Yes.
Nathan, today I'm calling you from Azinga, my area.
Oh, today you are in your own area.
Yeah, Nathan, today I came Nathan.
Yes.
Nathan, you know the funny thing. Nathan, see, if our call goes when you don't pick it, Nathan, I'll let you know wow.
But I had to also attend to somebody on the other line.
I understand.
SportyFM.
But happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to all of us. We the callers and everybody.
Of course, happy birthday to the callers too.
Imagine brand of the year. We are so celebrating that award.
Of course.
And yeah. So Nathan, I don't know if I told you this before. Nathan, for so many years, for about 10 years, I think I told Ray when you were on leave or something.
Yes, when I came back, you said the same thing too.
I had stopped listening to radio until you guys came home. Like, because Nathan, the content I was listening on radio, none of them made sense to me. Like, none of them made sense to me because Nathan, and they text every day. They text every day because it was highly dominated by politics. You know, this politics where people, then they lie them about this and then they vote some nation. So I had to stop listening to radio. But, you know, let me tell Abu Muhammad something. At the watch party, later I came there, I asked Sophia and I let you left.
Yes. I did the first part and then I had to leave.
Yeah. I came there and the commissary told me just left and then I was like, oh, Charlie, I mentioned it.
Yeah.
So you see, in connection with the Senegal disallowed goal, Nathan, I think the referees were so points before the ball hit the back of the net.
Yes, that's that. Yeah.
Everybody was opposing me at the watch party. I won't lie to you. Nathan, even if you say Wednesday night, you can ask me. Everybody was opposing whatever I was saying because as soon as the whistle goes, any activity after the whistle, the small and void, like, you know, nobody has any business, like, nothing goes.
Yeah, that's true.
VAR has no business as far as the whistle goes.
Yes.
Before an action happens. So, I don't know why people were just, just that it's very stagnant and they start when you are on the, like, receiving end of, a set controversy and blah, 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 you know. Emotion has been created in the fans, mind that, the guy was going to get robbed. And then, I saw no robbery in the game. I didn't see any robbery in the game. I didn't see the referee did a yeoman's job. I would like to make him. The referee stood on the ground and took the firm and the right decision. Most of the guys didn't even know that the referee had whistled.
This is SportyFM, the voice of sport.
It took me to draw the attention to the referee. And you could see the referee take the whistle to his mouth even before the guy headed the ball. But people were just not paying attention and, they are just reading their sentiment. Then, Charlie, big up to you guys. And Charlie, I can't love SportyFM less. I can't love you guys less. You guys have given me reason to, sit back behind my radio again. And the last thing I want to talk about is I've been able to call on PC Bouncing show, I think once. Okay. PC Bouncing was like, oh, Tupo, you are my best caller of all time ever since I started doing radio. And I'm like, I took it as a compliment. But unfortunately, my time and TV show that drive, the conflict, because that's when I'm always, relaxing and sleeping. Okay. So, sometimes I'm able to do all that. But it is what it is. I'm always enjoying SportyFM. Charlie, shout out to all the guys, European Night, Sporty Vlog, all the shows, Big up to everybody. Big up.
All right.
I pray that God will bless you guys and keep blessing you from grace to grace.
Amen. Otunfo, God bless you too. Thank you so much for your call. Right, bye-bye. Yep, time check is 8:20. 054-257-1061 030-279-4805. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Hamza. I'm calling from Medina.
All right, please go ahead, Hamza.
I'm very happy to be part of this show since it started. From first, last year, because my morning was always boring.
Oh, why?
So I heard about, because when I wake up, there's no station, I like English more. Okay. Even though I like English more. And my favorite was SportyFM, when your former employees. Okay. So I listen to you, and I follow you a lot. So when I realized that there's a show this week, I'm like, no, let me join it. So I'm very glad to be part of this family. And God bless SportyFM. All right. God bless you too for listening. Thank you so much. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. 030-279-4805. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
This is Raymond from Mataico.
My co-host namesake. All right, please go ahead.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
See, you are funny. You are funny, but it's not small. Well, you see, I started listening to Sporty around
'July.
Okay.
know why it took me so long to even notice that? I didn't even know that there was a station called Sporty Station, like
okay, okay.
Until June, that you see, I started listening to you way back.
Okay.
2012.
Okay.
You know that Friday program at the other side?
Yeah, I remember.
You Godfred, and Gary, and Langabe, you started that.
Yeah.
That is where I started listening to you. And since that time, when I tune into other stations to listen, just like, it's substandard. Like, if I listen to you when I go and listen
this
to
is SportyFM, the voice of sport.
Fast forward, so I was listening, and then Gary left, and then it's left with you. So it's like, okay, and I was listening, then it all came back to you, and you went to the political side, and I stopped sports.
Okay.
So when you were there, okay, and I followed the TV, and then all that, I was following you everywhere, and I even follow you on Twitter. So
I see.
Now, so like that, I was there. Then last year I was there. I don't hear you on that station. What is happening? So I stopped listening to radio. So one day I was there, and then I was going through, I was just going, then I saw a flyer. And I saw SportyFM. Then I saw Mr. Carl, Raymond. I said, wow. Well, so I went back. I went to your page, and then I scrolled down, and then I got to realize that I saw some flyer around table. I said, what? So since all this time, I was looking for you, and all that. So, you see, at first I thought you were even on holidays.
Okay.
I didn't even know that. So, you see, the thing is that if I listen to you, and then I go and listen to anybody else, and like it's like you are painting pictures in my head when you are talking. When you are talking, it's like you are painting pictures. So I see everything like it's a movie. So it's hard for me to listen to any other person who is like not up to that level. You understand? So when it's like this, I don't even listen to radio. So you, Gary, and then Godfred, we started it all. And then God be so good, you and Gary are here again. And then one person that I really love to when he was on another radio station is Sergio.
Okay.
Manu.
Okay.
So I love Sergio too. Yeah, he was doing some program nights. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I used to listen to that program before I go to bed.
I see.
So I love Sergio too. So if you can do something and you bring Sergio to your side.
Okay. Okay.
I really appreciate everybody in the station, and especially you. God bless you and your family.
God bless you too. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words.
One thing, you have impacted so much in my life that how I even talk.
Really? I see. I did not know that.
I swear to God. Because when I listen to you, I need to understand that it's not about shouting and being offensive. It's about making your point clear and making people listen to you. It's not about shouting and doing all sorts of unnecessary things. Even though you can be offensive, but it is understandable.
I see.
Understand why you are being offensive.
I see.
You understand?
I see.
My life, I have listened to you, watch you do everything, and I can say that, Charlie, God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you.
I've my life so much.
I see.
And I've no regret ever following you for a single day. God bless you and your family.
We thank God for that.
My name is I appreciate him too. He's very good.
Yeah. Raymond is a super guy. He's a very, very good colleague to have.
I know that if he was not up to that standard, you and him in that cannot be together. I know.
All right, Raymond. Thank you. Let's bring other callers in. But Raymond, thank you so much for the call. Thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate the support. All right, that was Raymond, not Raymond Yamado, though. All right. right, I think we have another caller on the line. Hello.
Yeah, Nathan.
Yes. This is. Okay. Please go ahead.
Happy anniversary to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You guys have really done well. And one of my highlights of SportyFM, since you guys started it, that story from Yahoo Slabi.
Which story was this? Oh, yes.
Come on. I mean, for that story to be part of my Spotify playlist,
SportyFM.
It means a lot to me. It's nice. I really love the story.
Okay.
I love that story.
Okay.
It's a nice story. And you remember? I mean, I don't remember the exact date, but a caller called and it was like, you want to enter into your mind or something.
I remember that one. This job. I remember.
I mean, it's all part of it. You don't get everything perfect, so yeah, there are down moments. And I want you guys to introduce one laptop, maybe some day session, because I love the show, but it's hard for me to listen to it because I have to go to bed and I have to wake up early morning. So maybe there can be some 1 hour, session of ball laptop during the day. Really help, because before ball laptop, I used to follow LeBron James only. I followed not really basketball in general, but only LeBron James. LeBron James is playing for a team, then I'll follow that team.
Okay.
Aside that, I don't really follow, but through ball laptop, these days I know a lot about basketball.
Okay.
Because of the timing, I'm not consistent listener. So if they can introduce a day session for you, an hour or 30 minutes, I think it will help a lot.
Okay, all right.
I back that founder said you should bring in Tito. That guy is really, really top. It's in addition to, you guys will be a great, and so yeah, if there is a way to bring him, we will love it.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. All right, thank you. All right, let me take the final caller for this segment, and then we'll get into our conversation. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mita.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Sporty.
Your name is?
Galactico from Danford.
Okay. Please go ahead, Galactico.
Yeah, I really like your presentation, like how you do your presentation, away from PT to Sporty. Like sometimes I like how you don't take sides when it comes to certain issue, how you are in the middle and then you try to stay taking attitude, like any side of some.
This is SportyFM, the voice of sport.
Raymond. Raymond, so I've been following Raymond for a while, from Joy to Sporty. Like Raymond, there is the type. And you are more diplomatic, but Raymond is so diplomatic and it makes the show very interesting.
Okay. So, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much for listening. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. 8:31. All right, we'll put a pause on the calls for now, and then we'll get into some very interesting conversations. Raymond Yamado is still here, but Raymond Yamado's very good friend is also in studio. The man who christened Christian Raymond Yamado gave him a new name, Kaku Ramon.
That's right.
Mr. Augustine Ahimfo is joining us. Mr. Ahimfo, good morning.
Good morning, Nathan.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Yourself?
We are fine. Happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
Wonderful. It's nice to see you.
Thank you.
And it's quite interesting, full circle moment, because 20th January last year you were here.
Yes.
And 20th January 2026, we've managed to bring you back. Thank you for coming to join us. Yeah. Mr. Ahimfo was the very first guest, really, we had on Sporty FM. So Abigail was the first voice we all heard, but Mr. Ahimfo was the first outside person, like a resource person.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ahimfo, thank you so much for your support through the year.
Thank you.
We are 1 year old. What are your own thoughts of the Sporty FM project from day one till now?
Let me say good morning to Ghanaians. I think all too soon we are here 1 year. And as I was saying in church on Sunday, I think this year will run faster than probably the last year.
Really?
Today is, 20th of January. And it was like yesterday that we began this year. And so give thanks to God. Behind the scenes, I've been monitoring, and sometimes I'll send you private messages and you read. And
that is very true.
It has been good. Like on my way coming here, I hear people call in and they keep on saying that keep on doing what you are doing. And we have a 24-hour sports station in Ghana that talks solely football, soccer, and related activities when it comes to sports. So it is good. Keep it up. Well, let's pray to God to give us long life.
Amen.
For as long as we live, tomorrow is guaranteed.
Yeah.
If we don't have that life, nothing is guaranteed. So, kudos. Continue doing your good work.
That's true. Ray. So, that's a very important thing Augustine just said, for life and strength. Very important. Because if you don't have life, you can't do anything.
No.
Once we have
you can't do anything.
Yeah, once we have life, you're able to push on.
If you wake up today, you give thanks to God.
That's it.
And then you move. Other things will fall in place.
Other things will really fall in place. We'll get to the line. Okay. Our content lead, Gary Smith, is also joining us, decked out in in a white shirt. Gary, good morning. How are you doing? And happy birthday to you, to all of us.
Yeah. Good morning. Well, you know what Buko Mbaku said about a man cannot be in a white shirt, something.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Immortal says the phrase where a man cannot be careful unless he's in a white shirt or he buys a new car. I think that's the maxim.
Yeah, but a white shirt and a new car, or something like that. Yeah, but we thank God for how far He's brought us. A year seems like, I think we all have vivid memories of where we were when it started, and how the things have gone. And we are very, very thankful for how far God has brought us, how far the team has taken us, and how far our audience have also kept us, going. So to all the stakeholders, the internal and external publics, we thank everybody for keeping us relevant, keeping us the voice of sports.
Listening, I'm sure you must have caught some of the calls. Some people said they were not listening to radio for a while and we brought them back into their old habits. Others said they didn't really like what they were hearing and they were enthralled by the idea that we're going to do an all-sport radio station. How does that make you feel, Gary? Just listening to all of these things in just 1 year, people giving all these very interesting testimonies or their own perspectives of what we've done in the last 12 months.
Well, I think that it simply validates the ideas we had at the time we started, or even before we started. For us, we knew that there was always a constituency of people, and if you ask those who, have made it a habit of even watching sports channels, who have what they call decoders or satellite TV, and put their subscriptions up mainly because of the sports channels, because that's all they watch 24 hours. It gives you an idea that there's quite a healthy population or a healthy crowd of people who simply are not interested in the daily hubbub of maybe politics of general or politics or general news. Some, and quite a healthy population and group of people just want sports. So with that data, we knew that we were going to serve an audience that was going to be engaged. What we probably did not know, because it had not been tried before, was just how engaged people will be. So, I mean, if you check the data, it suggests that, there are people who literally sleep on our station. They sleep on our station because that is what they want. It's not too surprising for me at all. But in the same breath, it makes me very, very thrilled, very happy, and it humbles me that we have a team that can deliver on that promise. And in that humility, we hope, pray, and work towards being able to do better in the second year for all the stakeholders involved.
Okay, I mean you're on the road. Let me ask you one final thing, before we let you go. What's been the most interesting, surprising, fascinating piece of feedback or comment or discovery in the last year? Something you heard, something somebody told you, something somebody sent to you that really blew your mind or left you really, really surprised and shocked in a good, interesting, and maybe funny way. I don't know.
I think that it is the fact that
the voice of sport.
I know some people who are raising their children on Sporty FM, much like when we were younger or kids. Some of, you had parents who were raising us on, as it were, BBC at the time, or GBC Radio or the Joy FM or City, as it were, at the time, or any number of stations. I think that hearing that, I mean, that was not part of the plan, but hearing that people's children were seated in cars and were listening to some of our programming and couldn't get down from the cars, couldn't alight, couldn't go where they were going because they had to finish listening to whatever it is that you were discussing on the morning show, or Mr. Banson and his crew were discussing on the drive, or a feature was airing and they simply had to finish listening to it. That was humbling for me. And blew my mind. So I think I can pick that moment or those moments apart as the most fascinating, if you like.
Well, hearing this is also interesting, because typically you wouldn't find a lot of kids really interested in listening to maybe sports on radio. Yes, they are the junkies, they are the buffs, they will listen. But to hear that you have, a lot of children listening to the shows, they enjoy it, they love the features, that's great. What is our promise to listeners for the next year?
More of the goods that they love, and hopefully less of what their feedback tells us that they do not like, because we are here to serve our audience. And so based on the feedback and the information that we get, we promise to give them more of what they want, and if I may say, more of what they need as well.
Okay.
Because sometimes more of what they want, what the audience wants, but because of what we do and some of the information we have in the background, we may be in a position to know what the audience may need or will need, and we promise to keep more of that. Also, for those who have been following us on social media, in the last 19 days, we have been doing a countdown, a daily countdown of some of the things that have stood Sporty FM apart in the past year, right? So
we pledge to hold the feet of the duty bearers to account more on behalf of those who listen to us in our audience so that they can get answers to the questions they want. I want to believe, again, with all humility, that Sporty FM has come at a time when the audience have needed badly somebody or something or someone or an entity or an institution to repeatedly and consciously ask questions of administrators who serve us every single time, So I think that we have contributed in many ways. Some of the topics and the resolutions that have happened in Ghana sports would not have happened without Sporty FM, with the greatest of humility. Starting with the unfortunate death of Foley, when we literally opened our mics and then Foley happened, at the beginning of Feb. Without us, I seriously doubt that the kind of result that we got in Ghana from Foley's demise and the committees and everything would have happened. Because, you see, we were able to dedicate more airtime to a pressing national issue than anybody. Same with the deaths of the two boxers.
Hello, Gary. Okay, I mean, Gary's on the move, so I'm sure there will be some disruption, but we'll see if we can reconnect. But I think largely his point is that all the work we've put in, Ray, and sometimes we look back, right, and some of the things that have happened, we sometimes forget that we played a critical role in some of those things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I remember, the polio issue, we had to stretch it, to its limit.
Yes.
Because we felt that, look, something had to change. It was becoming one too many. So
yes. Olariwaju. Yeah. That we were very invested in.
We had to get the Nigerian bit to it, and then the whole twist to the story. There was a lot more to it, and it led to boxing seeing a major change.
Yes.
A major rule change. I mean, a lot of things have happened, right? And it's good. We played a part.
Yeah, we did
in making all of that happen.
We did. And like magic, to borrow from Harry Potter, Axio Gary, and Gary's here.
Welcome back, Gary.
Thank you. Welcome back. We'll get into. We'll wrap it up with the birthdays. Of course, the birthday messages are still welcome. 054-257-1061. Time check is 8:44. We'll talk about the AFCON too, because the AFCON conversation cannot end with the final whistle in Morocco. No.
Especially this one.
There are so many things that have popped up, and we need to talk about that. Even the media coverage and all the lessons we can all learn from doing this. Augustine Ahimfo is still here with us. Augustine, let me take your thoughts on the AFCON. You watched from start to finish. From an ex-footballer's perspective, what did you take away? What did you like about the competition? Or what did you just make of everything? Then we'll hear from Gary, who was there seeing everything live.
I was monitoring him. I think that the standard this time around was very high. The standard was very, very high.
Okay.
You couldn't actually say that this team was that weak, even though some didn't go through the first hurdle. But the standard was very good. I mean, it was only... but it's normal with African Cup, because when the home team is playing, the stadium is always packed. And then when other countries are playing, the crowd isn't that. But I think the Moroccans realized, and I read something Gary wrote, that it was like 15 or 20 minutes after a game, they open the free gates for people to come in. But overall, it's been a very good AFCON. I think it has been a very good AFCON.
There are some people who compare, and Gary, I'll ask you this, people compare what we had 2 years ago or 3 years ago in Côte d'Ivoire, and they look at this. And Hugo Bruce made that point early in the competition. And I think it kind of fed a certain narrative that, this competition isn't as great as Côte d'Ivoire. I think the two should be judged on this merit. But how was it for you? You went to Côte d'Ivoire. You saw this.
I like what you said, that, each competition, especially
because of the way they were held and the times they were held. They should be judged on their own merit.
This is SportyFM, the voice of sports.
What Hugo Bruce said was true, but the important context he may have missed was the time of year in which the competition was held. You know, it was cold, it was rainy. I mean,
okay.
I landed only three hours ago. Bro, when we were leaving, it was raining. It was cold, it was 8 degrees. You know, the first 2 weeks of the competition rained every day.
Yeah, I remember.
It rained every day. People will not come out and be jamming like that when it's raining every day. And it's not like in one venue. It was unseasonal rain across Morocco because they were coming out of a drought. So they were very happy that the AFCON brought this kind of rain.
Wow.
You know, it's a whole lot of it increased productivity of farms and everything. So there was that context that we missed. But if you took out the rain and the weather, even without the rain, it was cold, you know. And so because of that, people were indoors. It was not like summertime that people were generally out and whatever. The kind of attention that was given. Somebody used an expression that I really, really liked. One of the journalists in the media room, I overheard him summarizing, and he said that Morocco seemed to have had a national orientation about the AFCON. You know, it's like we do public education in Ghana, and then the Ministry of information will send.
People were conscientized.
They were conscientized, like we are doing vaccination. You know, like we are doing.
They have to be there.
Yeah, something like that. You know, there seemed to be an education. And why do we say so?
SportyFM.
Too many people on the streets knew about the AFCON for it to be coincidence.
Okay. Too many people.
Yeah, when I say too many, you attend tournaments and they are playing AFCON. Outside of, you want to do a vox pop, you know, it seemed like the entire country knew that the AFCON was there and was happening.
Okay.
People of all ages, all walks of life, classes, they knew that. Yeah, there was something happening.
Okay.
Based on that, the way they even accepted or worked around or even embraced foreigners and were helpful in the streets and stuff like that, it seemed that there was something happening. You know, you could tell.
Yeah.
And that's a nation that's prepared. But then again, it's not surprising because they have had a lot of practice in the past 10 years. They have hosted a lot of things. So invariably, they probably were always expecting people in the streets who would need help with directions, who would be asking, do you speak Arabic, do you speak English, do you speak French, and stuff like that. And so they were always very helpful and open and things like that. So that's just my opinion about, you know, the dichotomy.
Okay, we are doing two things, talking about the AFCON and still celebrating our anniversary. Today we are 1 year old officially. The Dynamite is joining us. Mr. Fifi Bansing is on, host of Sporty Drive and one of the key pillars of this station. Mr. Bansing, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Nathan. I'm good. And how you guys do?
Yes, we are very fine. Thank you so much for asking. And happy birthday to you and to all of us.
Charlie, there's a lot ahead. Many happy returns to all of us as well, Charlie. It's been a lot of hard work put in the last 1 year.
How, just looking at it from the inside and from the outside, what will you make of our 1 year journey? I'm sure you have people who give you feedback and tell you things. What are some of the things you've heard, and what are your own thoughts of the last 12 months that we've been working as a station?
Well, let me say this. You know, exactly a year ago by now, I was seated right where you guys are now.
Yes.
And I'm the only one missing in this quartet.
Yes, because the team. Yes, yes. You're the only one not here. It's true.
Yes. When we baptized Raymond and renamed him
Kakuramo.
Yes. And by the way, you haven't seen Raymond for almost about 7 months.
Wow.
Yes.
You haven't seen Raymond in about 7 months.
Yes, night watchmen and day watchmen don't have the same schedule. You know, he's a morning watchman. I'm a night watchman.
You are the night watchman.
We're on two different tangents. Yeah. So Raymond, happy New Year to you as well.
Very happy returns.
But great to say this. I mean, I was sitting my somewhere, like they always say, and that boy called Guy Smith placed a phone call to me and said, Mr. Benson, I'm bringing you out of retirement. And I remember exactly where I was when he placed that phone call. And I said, and you know, Guy is one of the guys I've always liked, you know, even when he was on City, Joy, and all that. So for him to call me and say this to me, I was wondering how I could say no to him, you know. So I said to him, look, let me, you know, just tease on this a little bit, and I will get back to you. But I think he touched a certain nerve, and the nerve he touched was my love for what I do. You know, having known that I tried to do an online 24-hour sports channel, he knew that I could probably fit into that mix, you know, because he knew my passion and my love for running sports and all that. So eventually we all got together. But I should say this, in the last 24 hours, you know, my era was different. My era with the Barney Akos and Co. was completely different.
Yeah.
And the way we had to hustle to get news, we had to walk all the way through to the GFA at that time, you know, at the stadium to try and get news and all of that. So let me say this, that my era was completely different. But joining this new group of, you know, let me say young brothers to put together this, led by Gary, I have also learned so much. You know, I'm not a very technology person. So if you know, I mean, most of the things that we are the analog era boys, and then you guys are now the AI digitals, you know, things like that. But I think I have learned so much from the younger ones in terms of a lot of putting things together, how they make things look more simpler. And you know, and it makes the work look quite rosy. It makes it, somebody will sit back and say, "Oh, but doing this is no work." I mean, and to be honest, it is no work. We just go there to enjoy ourselves and we do what we love and all that. Comments I have heard in the last 1 year is how well Gary has knitted a team together, how well Gary has led a team together, how well he's been thoughtful of everybody, every category of people. Because Nathan and Co will come in the morning and do what the younger ones know. All Up is there to meet a certain target. Immortal comes in the afternoon to do a certain target. I also come within a certain target. So so in the football team, Ahifo will tell you, you need some kind of balance, you know, to make the team look good. And I think that's what we've been able to do in the last 1 year. I think that our content creation, our phonetic ability, our thoughtfulness, our precision, our forthrightness, and our bravado is what has pushed us to this level. And a lot of people have a lot of trust and confidence in the brand that we have positioned. No wonder that in less than a year of our existence, 9 months, we were awarded the brand's
Emerging Brand of the Year, yes.
And all of that. It is because of how we put ourselves together. Everything is intentionally done. And I think that for me, one of my proudest moments is to be in such an environment. Look at the production team. Look at the conversations that we have. Look at the communications. If you come and see us in the kitchen and we are all eating together, there is nothing like an old school, young school, or whichever school. We are all kind of like one group of people happy to be there. And there's something Gary did that maybe in my entire career I haven't seen anybody do this as somebody who puts the teams together. Before we started on the 20th of January, you know, we had a couple of orientations, and a couple of meetings, and a couple of conversations. He always made a conscious effort to say, Mr. Benson, all of us are doing lunch together. It's just for the bonding. And he kept using that word. It's for the bonding. It's for the bonding. It's for the bonding. This is what has gotten us where we are today. And the comment that comes from outside is about the trust people have. Anything they hear on sports, they say, oh, they're Manti or SportyFM. So I want to make sure I hear it on SportyFM before I know it is true. It is like back in the day, they will tell you, oh, it's in the graphic. Once it's in the graphic, it's true. You know, every Milo is tea. Once it's like that, every toothpaste is Pepsodent. That is what sports has become. Every sports station now has become Sporty. That is where we are.
It's been a wonderful time, Mr. Banson. I will say this: thank you for jumping on the bus and being a part of this, because I mean your experience is key and valuable. Every now and again, you and I will share notes. I'll bounce things off you, so it's always great having you around. I asked Gary this, and I'll ask you, as somebody who hosts the Sporty Drive and all, what is your promise to your listeners or to the wider SportyFM listener base for the next year? What are we going to give them in the next year?
I think we will listen more. We will listen more to their suggestions. We will be forthright. We will not depart from our mission and our vision, and nothing will cover us into submission. We would not be allowed to be cajoled or submitted to some kind of fear, or we will not, because the boys I work with, we all work together. Boys who are shaggy boys, so they are boys with a lot of bravado. So in the next 1 year, they should just expect more of what we have done. In fact, what we have done in the last 1 year, it's about 30 to 40% of what we are able to do. So it means that we have there's a performance bond on us to ensure that after moving 30-40% in the year, this year we'll step it up. And so to our listeners, those on the morning, the drive, all the shows throughout the day, look, expect more accuracy. And when we make mistakes, don't forget, we are human beings working there. So when we make mistakes, we are the first to come back and say, Charlie, we apologize. We didn't get this right.
Yeah.
That makes us different. We will not by force defend the wrong. We will not by force default something that we had done wrong and said, oh, we didn't get this right. We always come up to say, Charlie, this one we didn't get it right. We are sorry, we apologize. And it has happened once or twice, as we went along. But it tells us that, look, we are a credible channel, and we will continue to remain so. So long as some of us still are there, we still will hold ourselves to high standards. That's what we will do.
Mr. Banson, thank you so much, and happy birthday to all of us once again. And listeners should prep to listen to Mr. Banson later on the Sporty Drive. Mr. Banson, have a good day, and we'll catch up later.
Thanks, guys, and you guys have a good day.
Wonderful. That was Fifi Banson, host of the Sporty Drive, from 4 p.m. to about 7 every weekday. So we are doing two things. We are still talking AFCON. We are still taking anniversary messages. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast live on Sporty 106.1 in Accra, 102.5 Takoradi, 91.3 in Kumasi. And we are on social as well, X and Instagram, SportyFM_, and on Facebook at SportyFM. Back to the AFCON conversation. Gary Smith is joining us. He's fresh from Morocco. You've welcomed me with the sun. Was it a bit? I mean, it must have been, Gary. It must have been a bit of a shock, right?
Yeah,
meeting the sun, coming from the rain.
Yeah. So because when I left, I was layered. I had my my singlet on, and then I had a t-shirt. Then I had a vest before the jacket, and then the raincoat.
It reminds me of Michael as I ready when we call in the morning.
Yeah, it's layered. You notice anytime you call me, I am seated in one.
Yes.
So I am seated in that spot. Then I have the duvet covering me, and I have the hoodie on. Yeah, so then I'm like that. So unless I have to get up, I don't get up. And when I have to get up, and then Michael is in the next room.
It's one place.
It's in one place. So yeah.
One thing struck me, and people noticed it very early, and Mr. Ivan, I'll come to you on that. The quality of the playing surface. Okay, guys, you just hold that thought. Just hold that thought for me. Because what I mentioned is on the line. Listeners, apologies. We'll be doing a lot of this.
Normal.
We'll do that. It's a birthday.
So it's like at a birthday party.
Yeah.
So while they are sharing the cake, then they are talking.
So we are doing that. Coach Adai Mensah is joining us. He's CEO of Data Bank, and a regular voice you hear on this show, especially on the Sporty Drive. Kojo, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Morning, Nathan, and as I always try and say to you, bonjour, monsieur, ça va?
Bonjour, ça va bien, comment tu vas?
Je vais bien. When I went to Morocco, I had to practice my French by phone. It wasn't easy.
Wonderful. Ah ouais, bon, il parle français, donc il faut exprimer si bien. Anyway, Kojo, I mean, you've been with us all the way through from the very beginning. You are either on air or off air, sending us messages. We share thoughts and all of that.
Yes.
It's been one whole year. What have you made of our journey? And our journey, I add you because you've been part of it. What have you made of the ride 12 months on?
I think the tagline, the emerging brand, is up. And I think it's so up. It describes what we have managed to do this year. We've emerged as a very credible brand that everybody wants to be associated with. Congratulations to everybody. I handful there, one of your first or probably your first guest is my senior brother there. Gary, you, Nathan, Raymond, Mr. Siseko, you know, I mean, everybody there has been fantastic. The strange thing is, I was working with Abigail on another station there, not long before, and you know, and before I realized here was Abigail calling me from Sporty, I was like, wow. So I mean, the squad there, it's been great working with all of you, Immortal, who have, and the thing is, I think I've worked with almost everybody there, some way, somewhere, somehow. You know, you at City, Immortal, or Ada Senpai, you know, and it's been fantastic. But two people I have encountered this year that I need to really commend. And Gary, you really need to listen to this. The two DJs. I want to do a DJ competition.
Yo.
Fidelis versus Abeku.
Yo. A versus, right? A battle.
Yes, the versus, okay. Battle of the DJs.
Do a battle of the DJs. You know, Fidelis versus Abeku and decide who is the winner.
Yeah.
But, you know, Abeku is my man, Charlie. You've got two great DJs in those two guys.
Yeah.
It's a concept that is not very common in all the radio stations that I've been to, where the DJ is, you know, at one corner handling the you know, it's focused.
Yeah.
So it's not the presenter who is also thinking about the playlist and is now thinking about when to tap in, you know. I think it's a brilliant concept. And then your ladies as well, Edubia and the others. I mean, not many stations. You probably have, I stand corrected, but you probably have the most number of female presenters in the sports fraternity. Everywhere you go, you get one or two. But I think Sporty has put together quite a great number of people. I'm very impressed. But everybody comes, says, well done, you good show. That I have one. They'll call it constructive feedback.
Okay.
But I think it's something I've told Gary before. The podcast repeats are one too many for me.
Mm-hmm.
The podcasts are great. I love them, especially at dawn when I'm driving to work and I'm listening to podcasts. It's great. I have tennis sport podcasts. I have football podcasts. Then I have Labi. Where's Labi? I'm not hearing his podcast again and his documentaries. Where has he gone?
So he was part of our AFCON coverage team in the last month.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So he's been, but I love those podcasts, but the repeats are one too many. Already, let me say, Motepe's press conference, I've listened to it 3 times already, you know, on Sporty. So for somebody who's a once in a while listener, it may be fine. They may have missed it. So you are repeating it because somebody woke up at 2 a.m. and listened. Another person is 6 a.m. and listen. I get it. But for somebody like me who is constantly on Sporty, like I can be on Sporty all day, I get to listen to the same podcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then it becomes a bit boring. So let's try and see what we can do over there. It's fantastic. I love them. But let's see how we can balance it. Formula 1 podcast, great. Tennis podcast, great. Football podcast, great. Athletics, I love all of them. And it is an addition that you should really do a lot more. And the local ones.
Yeah.
And even Abigail's podcast on local football, you know, I love them.
Sure.
So let's try and manage the repetition. Otherwise, it's been a fantastic 1 year. We've learned how to crawl. We are now walking. I think it's time to run.
So as for the running bit may take a while, and
we'll run.
Yeah, and I'll explain why the running will take a while. As Mr. Bunsen mentioned when he was on, we are probably doing just a quarter of what we can do and we are supposed to do. That is because, believe it or not, these 365 days have still been a proof of concept. Believe it or not.
Yeah. Wow.
Believe it or not. Why do I say so? Again, we have had the Sporty breakfast, Sporty plug, Sporty drive, and then the either European night or Monday night Sporty. Right? These are the 4 live programs in the 24-hour channel. There are so many blank spots, that are filled with podcasts where we can put live programming. And then guess what? You come to the weekends where from morning exactly. So this year we are going to first we were crawling, right? Or we were on our bellies. 1 year they were on our bellies.
1 year you can walk, it's fine.
Yes, we can walk. But there's so much to do, so much of the airtime to fill with certain specific content that will ensure that, and that is what will ensure, Mr. Adamensan, that the repeat to hear will be lessened, because then when we fill the airtime, there'll be more varieties of shows to repeat and less varieties of things to repeat that will sound boring. And so that is where we are going. Our bosses are also paying keen attention to the data. We are all science and data, and we are all numbers people, so the numbers must make sense. That I can say that after 1 year, boss, you see the podcast we are repeating so and so we need a justification to get this number of, or then we subscribe to newer podcasts. Yes, we subscribe to newer podcasts and all that. But there's a very interesting question. This question that you're asking, Mr. Diamond, this is a question that I used to ask the guys at the BBC, because there was a point in my life where, for many reasons, I was also just stuck to the BBC, right? So, because of that, and this was in my challenging adolescence, when I was struggling with self-identity and stuff, the BBC helped me a lot, because it was where I went to hide. I would not know until later that was my silent training ground. I did not know, obviously. So I used to ask them later when I started meeting them at programs and stuff that, but you guys, me, when I wake up, the thing is on the BBC, then the Walkman will be in my ear. I'll listen till evening. So the same thing. I'll hear it in the morning. Then I'll hear it again twice or 3. Then they said, just like Mr. Adamen said, you answered yourself. There's somebody who listened at this time, who can catch the 8 a.m. version, but not the 1600 or the 1630 GMT version. Then they repeat it for the last time. What has been our challenge, and I'll freely admit it, is that unlike the BBC that repeats those programs on maybe certain days and then they don't do that again, you have to go and get it online. So you listen to it on air for like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then you have to go and get it online. We play it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now the thinking also in-house that I used to have as a challenge, and we all used to have as a challenge in our previous media houses, whether it was at City, at Joy, at TV3, was that the station will take its resources to produce a very, very nice story, right? Then we play it. Then we play it only once.
And then it's gone.
Meanwhile, and Emmanuel Ayamga has spent time going to do some superb, sweet burger documentary on the history of the war between the
Boku conflict and its impact on sport,
impact on football. Then when we were at Joy City, because they have so many programs. And I remember, when we were those times we were moonlighting and we were doing not attachments
but we're sort of attached to even TV3 in particular. They have so much airtime and they have so many commercial interests that they will have a solid documentary. Charlie, they go play them just 2 times, and then the reporter is crying, but they don't have time to play. So here somebody's feature, when we play it on the breakfast, they could play it at drive time. Then
at night, and then at dawn.
Then they play it at dawn. So by the time we finish airing it that week, you, Mr. Dimensa, who is an avid listener, you can even recite. And I'm sure it happens to you.
I could recite that Boko one, and I could recite the another one they did. There was the policeman's own.
The Kweku Ninja, Masters of Ablekuma.
Yes, that one to the Ablekuma one. I could recite the words. I'm telling you.
Look, so there are those interests, because one of the things people overlook is that the content we do here, the depth of content we do here, Sadai Mensa, is very expensive to produce.
I understand. And
so
I think it is good to educate your listeners. Like
yes.
I'm glad I brought it up.
Yes, no, it's a fantastic point. But then we have to balance certain. Yes, because then the more people listen, the more we tell them to go to Spotify, to go and listen to our podcast. They go and listen there. It gives us more streams. It generates more revenue. More revenue goes back into the kitty. Then we are able to produce more. So, for example, because of some of the successes we had with these constant airings and stuff, it feeds directly into how much sponsorship we can get into coverage of things like the AFCON. You know what happened in the final press conference? We were in the media room, and then a South African, Velile Nyandu, we're talking about the SABC. He came with his cameraman, and we're talking about he was talking about the coverage and blah, and then he just said offhandedly, we are not like Sporty. Ghana is not here, but you have 6 people here.
Wow.
From South Africa.
And this is a South African. South Africa were at the AFCON. They were up to the quarterfinal, but at various points we had a collection on the plane today. On the plane today coming, there was me, there was Kawawa, there was
Boedu.
Was there Michael on the flight?
Michael was on, and Yvonne and Efson. There were 5 of us there, and that was not all. We left. Nanekia is in Cameroon as we is in Morocco as we speak. Okay, so Ghana was not there, but this is the depth of coverage we had. We had 4 videos that went 1 million on social media.
Yes.
Unprecedented. And I mean, we by the end of December, and it's great if we can share these insights for listeners to know that they are investing their time into something worthwhile.
Yeah.
Asariboidu was supposed to stay until 3rd January, so he took only 1 carry-on bag with his clothes on. He was there when the notice came from above. Gary, our TikTok data is responding to the things that you people are doing. What does that? So I said, boss, what does it mean? What are the dynamics? Give us the budget for what it will mean for Michael to stay to the round of 16. We gave the budget. They looked at it. They looked at what kind of numbers the videos and things were bringing. It wasn't even about the radio. It was about the TikTok and the things,
the social
and the socials and what it was generating in terms of revenue and the eyeballs it was giving us. And at that level, they can determine how many followers your consistency is or are bringing. They decided let's do it to the round of 16. It is a good investment.
You got there.
We got there. It was extended to the semi-final. It was so Michael has done the full AFCON on one carry-on bag.
Should have gone to a full line.
He should have.
Yeah. No. So he did.
Gary.
Yes.
And I can vouch for that because Michael came to visit me at my hotel. And he was holding this carry-on bag, and he told me this is all.
Yes.
He actually told me.
Yes. You understand?
So I can vouch for that.
Exactly.
So I was quite surprised when I realized that he was still there because he told me, oh, he'll be going soon.
Michael left home crying. He said, "Bushia, that's me." Basically,
oh no, he spent 1 month.
He spent one, and I asked him before the final, or right after the final, while we were upstairs, and I said, "Michael, describe your AFCON in one word." He went round and round, and then he just said, "Great."
He couldn't find.
He couldn't find a word.
Find the word.
He said, "Great." So I mean that is the sort of thing and the kind of organization that we work for. You see, the data will speak, and when you have a team like ours who are churning out content like Kelly Willy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, somebody said to me, and this, I don't know if he wants me to say it, but the sports minister's PA, yesterday evening, he texted me and he said, "I have been sleeping on your pages." Because when he comes to the pages, that's my personal page, and he comes there, it's like he gets a blow-by-blow account of what is happening at the AFCON. Now, this is something that even blew my mind about the final. For those who don't believe in social media, you know that the TV coverage of the final was heavily sanitized, because in today's media, they don't show when fans are beating people, they don't show streakers. When a naked person comes, no. So they'll give you the stock images. They'll show you the field. Then they'll show you the player standing there. Do you know that people immediately, because they trusted that we will have it, they went to Sporty socials, then they found the video of the Senegalese people fighting the police. Then they found the video of the towel thing. This was happening in real time. Because why? It wasn't only one human being who was shooting. While I was shooting the Senegalese fans thing, as Hariboedu was shooting this, Nanekia was shooting this. So when you came onto the Sporty socials, within the 10 minutes that you knew that something was happening, we were waiting for the VR decision to be taken on Brahim Diaz's thing. You had gone to social media and you could tell your dad, who was 80 years and blind or something, that, hey, Senegal for no no, they are and you say, but how do you know? We are all watching the thing, and you can't. Then you will tell him that Sporty for no, I am good. So that is the worth of the coverage that we are doing. And sometimes, why, let me go full circle, we would have to repeat the content. Yes.
Anyway, it's good.
Sure.
It's good, Kojo.
No problem.
Wonderful, thank you. From an in-house perspective, I've asked Gary, I've asked Fifi Bansi, I'll ask you the same thing. From an in-house perspective, as somebody that we see as being part of the family, what will you tell listeners to expect from us in the next year? And then also from somebody who consumes the content, what would you want to hear in the next year?
I mean, to be honest, continued credible information and credible news. No sensationalism that is seeking clicks. So Gary is saying that we've had 1 million views. These are views that are as a result of the credibility and the quality of content that we are generating. It's not about sensationalism and clickbaiting. So I would want to see that Sporty continue on that trajectory of not being sensational, but being credible with quality content to get proper views that generate proper revenue that can be reinvested in the business. That's what I'll say.
Okay. Kojo, thank you for your time, for your support.
1 year.
Yes.
Congratulations to all of us, and I'll continue to be there.
Thank you so much.
I've already been there this year.
Thank you. Kojo Adaimensa, thank you so much. Have a good day. So that's CEO of Data Bank, Kojo Adaimensa, also sharing his thoughts, giving us our best or his best wishes, because we are a year old. Let's get back to the AFCON. Guy, I wanted to take your thoughts. Many people, I had some people sending me messages. They were blown away by the quality of the playing surface.
Yes.
So your thoughts, Augustine? I'm sure you were impressed by what you saw because it was raining, but it didn't affect the football.
Yeah, I was, because you should listen to Idrissa Gana Gueye.
Yeah,
he said it.
Yeah,
he granted an interview and said that the pitch alone has given them the opportunity to play and play well. And it's all about maintenance. When you are constructing a pitch of such nature, there should be that underground pipes to take out the water when, or maybe the snow, if it's there, is going to melt. So I think overall, Morocco has been planning this since they lost the bid to host the South Africa, whatever we held in South Africa, the World Cup.
The World Cup.
And they consistently have been improving on what they had. In the infrastructure alone, it's nothing to write. If you go to Morocco, Gary has been there almost every now and then. And this is what we need as Africans to improve on the game. If we should have such pitches in Ghana, it will surely improve on the quality of football that we see here.
Yeah.
Because the good pitch will give you the opportunity to play well. But we don't have, because we can't maintain. That's our problem.
The lack of maintenance.
Maintenance.
Gary,
I'll come in from another angle and say that this is food for thought for all of us, Raymond. People love the AFCON and have loved the AFCON historically because it is
this a place is SportyFM, the voice of sports,
where nothing is guaranteed and you are guaranteed surprises. But based on what we have seen, as in Cote d'Ivoire first, because they also had excellent pitches, Morocco took it a step higher with excellent pitches that were even more durable. But the two tournaments in particular, the best two tournaments we have seen, agreed.
Cote d'Ivoire and Morocco.
Yes. Would it be fair to say that in the previous 50-something years, we have had surprises because the playing services have not been good enough for the best players to give their best?
You can say so.
Because when the playing surfaces have been optimal and the best players and best teams and most prepared teams have come, the worst teams have gone home most of the time.
Well,
of course.
You can't understand. You can't argue with that notion. You can't argue with that notion.
When you put the ball on the ground and the pitch is not misbehaving, so that Kojo Mensah, who is the African Player of the Year, Mamadou something, who is the World Player of the Year, right? Tabola somebody from Southern Africa, who is the best defender of the year, Olusegun somebody, who is the best midfielder of the year. They are not on a pitch that is bumpy. They are not thinking, hey, I'm going to my club in Europe in 2 weeks. I don't want to
get myself injured,
They are playing with freedom. They are playing with the knowledge that this, if I hit the ball this style,
it's going to go this way.
It's going to go this way.
SportyFM.
My ankle will not twist. My fibula will not do this. My thigh will not do this. That is, for me, that is why.
And we have few injuries during the tournament.
Very few pitch-related injuries. And if this trend continues in 27, and per all indications, it would. And I'll tell you why. Tanzania, as we know, in their league, they have solid pitches already. For the AFCON, they will take it a step higher. Uganda was always going to be the problem, right? But for the AFCON, they will behave.
Yeah. Kenya has already hosted a chance.
They've hosted a chance, so they are just going to build on what they have. So arguably, we are going to have a continuation of the solid pitch regime that we have. Transportation and other are different topics altogether. But for the pitch, the players are going to be guaranteed that. So for me, and let me just explain I know you are going on the line. It's a simple concept. When it rains, something takes the water
out.
They did something that the Ivorians did not do, but the Qataris did. When the water descends into the ground, it just doesn't melt and go and be redistributed. In Qatar, some of the stadia will take the water, put it into heating systems, and that same rainwater or water will be used to heat facilities in the stadium. Some of them in Morocco opted to do something else. The water will go down, it will go into a reservoir, it will be turned into air, and it will be heated as hot air back onto the pitch. So while it is raining and everybody else is feeling cold, we saw this in Qatar because he explained it to us when we went to visit Qatar before.
The field was okay. The field was
the
fine.
people on the pitch are warm. So you wonder how is it raining and these people are running. Oh, they are cool. They are solid crowd.
Power of science.
But guy, most of them play in this winter weather.
Exactly.
And so that's for the cold.
But the pitch that was warm. And so they were okay.
The undersoil heating. Let's get to the line again. Jerome Otri is joining us, senior colleague and brother. Jerome, good morning. How are you doing? Happy New Year.
Yeah, many happy returns. Good morning. I'm well, and my greetings to everyone.
Thank you so much, Jerome. It's been 1 year of Sporty. You've been part of the journey from day one up until now. What has been your own thoughts? What are your impressions of Sporty FM, the work we've put in the last 12 months? Your high point, maybe low point? I don't know.
I think you have, to a large extent, redefined sports journalism, especially in the English language in our country. You have brought a lot of life, a lot of energy, or let me say enthusiasm into listening to radio sports. I'm sure all of us, or some of us, grew up with that culture. I grew up listening to radio sports in English, and some of the things I was used to seeing along the line, I think was lost. I mean, we're lost. But Sporty, and I'll be very candid with you, not because I know you guys, in the last 1 year, I've tried to reintroduce or bring back some of the things that we were used to seeing on radio sport in the English language. Let me give you a typical example. And it's not because Fifi Banson is there. As I grew up, I was used to quality sports presentation in the English language over time. So, for instance, in a day you can tune into various radio stations. I don't want to mention any radio station, but then I remember very well Fifi Banson, the Dynamite, and other colleagues, I mean his colleagues, giving us good sports news or presentation. In between, I think that thing was lost. And what you have done, apart from just reintroducing a bit of that, is that you have done it in good doses. So anytime you want to listen to sports, you have it. And especially in the morning, it comes in various forms. It's not just sitting on radio and reading messages or sharing news stories. But you've added something that we probably haven't had in good measure. And that is what, for instance, my brother Yao Fosu Labi has been doing or has given us in the last 1 year, so that he goes back to tell stories that we had in the past, or he goes into stories that not many people will pay attention to. He goes into it and retells the story or tells the story from perspectives that may have lost significance or people may have not paid attention to. So in my view, these are some of the things that Sporty FM has done in the last 1 year, which for me puts you ahead in terms of sports journalism in the country. And it is not just what you have done, it's also about the people who are doing it. I mean, it is not possible to deliver the sort of content you have given if the people behind the content didn't know what they were doing or don't know what they have been doing. Yourself, Gary, the boss himself, directing affairs. I mentioned Yao. there is Kelvin, there is Immortal. I mean, who doesn't know the sort of production that he does behind the scenes? Even when you are locked up in some corner, he will still find a way of bringing you to speak. Not just him, Abigail. I listened to Nanaikuya in a documentary, and I'm not used to listening to her. Like, I haven't heard her in that format before. But here she was, and I remember that day I called her immediately after the airing of that radio documentary. I called her. I said, I've not heard you like this, but this is good content. So, in a nutshell, you've given us the best. If you're like someone like me who likes to listen to radio sports, I mean the good ones, you will agree with me that Sporty has done well. And I commend you guys for the effort you have put in, because it is not easy. I mean, if you put everything aside, the cost of producing some of the things you have put out there, it's so much, and you won't get it just like that. So commendation to you guys, and you have set a standard, you've raised the bar to a certain level, and you have to do everything to keep it or improve on that.
Finally, talking about improvements, what would you want to see from a consumer's perspective? What would you want to see from us in the next year? What are some of the things you would like to see or listen to or hear, and all of that from us in the next year?
That's a tough one, but look, I am very biased when it comes to local football. I mean, everybody who knows me knows that I don't discuss European football like the way you guys do. You spend so much time on that. I think if we pay a lot more attention to local sports, it will be great. Great in the sense that it doesn't look like a lot is being done by those who are leading sports in the country. So then it limits the media in terms of what they want to do. You go outside or you go to Europe, and the options are a lot. So if you want to put up anything on radio in terms of information, out there in Europe, in the Americas or Asia, it is readily available, so you have it. But here is a challenge, so maybe that influences why media houses or, sports broadcasters would want to pay more attention to foreign content. But I think to a large extent, you guys have done well. And if there is one area that I believe you can still do more, in spite of the limitation I have spoken to, it should be local sports. And it is not easy. I have to repeat that. It is not easy. Sometimes in the morning when I hear or listen to Yao or Kelvin on the Ghana Premier League, I nod in disbelief, because you see, that go on in the Ghana Premier League, and sometimes getting information to put up the sort of raps or podcasts or whatever you call it that you do in the morning, they don't come easily. So maybe that area will need a lot more improvement, and I'm saying that I'm being biased. That is my interest. But on the whole, look, I've heard you discuss boxing in contexts that perhaps in the past you wouldn't have had it. I've heard Raymond dish out analysis on various sporting issues, and I think maybe more of that will help, because you see, sometimes when we are one way in our thinking, when it's always about one sport, people get tired of it. Because if you're a sports fan, the assumption is that you must like all sports. But and I'm guilty of that. I'm very football biased. But you guys have done very well in trying to spread your mat over almost every corner of sports in Ghana and beyond. And that is very, very good of you guys. It's an area, if you improve, I'm sure you will do more. You will talk about virtually every sport in the country, especially those that have prominence, those that are doing the things that will warrant attention. Sometimes some of our sports administrators behave as if the media just don't care. It's not about that. It's about what you are doing. If you are doing the things that deserve media prominence, that prominence will be given to you. And I think it's one area that if you pay a lot more attention to, perhaps we will have more to talk in terms of Ghana sports, and that will be to the good of all of us. And maybe on a lighter note, look, let me say, I'm not sure my wife will forgive me if I don't say this. So recently I've been away on some duties in the hinterlands, and one of your producers, Evans, called me and said,
yes.
I had a hamper. And I said, hamper from where? He said, from Sporty. I said, hey, which radio station or sports station in Ghana gives hampers at the end of the year? He said, well, that's why we are Sporty. And I came and picked it, and I was shocked. I mean, I took it home, gave it to my wife, and she opened it up, and she was asking that, are you saying this was given to you by a media house? Yeah, because look, and my kids have been talking about the toffees. My wife has been talking about the various things. I mean, almost everything that you find in the kitchen is in that hamper. And look, it is. I know. These are things that people would say, "Oh, why are you talking about this?" The point I want to make is, you go beyond sports. I think as I took that thing home, I was like, this is like showing that you care. You know, I'll be very blunt with you. I have been writing and maybe commenting on sports in Ghana for close to 25 years. I've never seen this before. And I think it's a big plus. It's not a gift. It is the thought behind the gift that these are some of the guys who have been helping us or who we have worked with over the year. And if it is that time of sharing, why not give them something little to show that we care? And I think that is very human. Humane and right thinking. I wish that other media houses would learn, because some can't even give a Christmas card. So talk less of a hamper.
Wow, Jerome, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliments and the kind words, and thank you for your support from day one. You are, whenever we want to speak with you, unless it's beyond you, you are always very available to share your thoughts and to provide insight and to help the programs become richer. Jerome, thank you so much, and let's keep it going.
We've just got 2 requests.
Okay.
People listening to the show.
Yes.
Somebody says, let me read the tennis message. Mr. Lord Kinful, table tennis. He owns a table tennis club. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be hearing more of him because we are going to do a feature on table tennis.
Yeah.
He says he wants a table tennis show. He wants a tennis show.
A tennis show.
Okay, but it's been on the cards, right?
Yes.
So if Mr. Dimensa is listening, in year 2, one of the things is to have a tennis show.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Al Smith.
Mm-hmm. Birthday, madam.
Please, my appeal. We need a WWE show, please.
What? WWE show.
She and WWE.
Hey.
But also, you remember on our. You remember?
Oh yes, I do.
Our initial.
Yes.
We have a time slot for WWE show for a certain time.
For a certain time.
Yes, but then after we started, we looked at a few figures and things, and then decided we should push it to year 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, God willing, the NFL show was easy to do with the NBA because it was a low-hanging fruit and the time and all that.
Yeah.
But in year 2, we are looking at a tennis show to add to the other sporting options, and then I'm not sure. The tennis show, it's likely to happen. The WWE show too, because yes, it will come on. But then, first of all, you will start hearing from next week the WWE podcasts. So that is going to start. But the in-house WWE show will start working on the mechanics of doing it. But the WWE podcast will start next week. But I know what she's talking about. That she wants somebody seated in the chair
to talk about,
and then to open the phone
and talk about
because
Roman Reigns.
There's quite. There's a community of WWE people.
I love it.
Crazy.
Every Tuesday evening,
you are watching. Okay,
because
so
the Monday Night Raw.
Exactly.
Monday Night Raw.
So I was going to say, you watch it on Tuesday. Madam watches it live.
Yeah, because she wouldn't sleep.
No sleep.
She usually watches it live
because
all
of the time difference.
The Friday one.
Friday night
SmackDown.
Friday night SmackDown. Yes.
Hey,
Monday Night Raw. He didn't watch the same part. He not everything.
Yeah, so I mean, so there's other things. There's WWE. There's tennis, and then last year we had quite an appeal from the golfing community. You know, but that will be more sustainable as not a once a week show, maybe once a month or or twice a month show. So we are looking at those ones as well. So we start with maybe a 30-minute golf show where they will just come and talk about it and then preview the events of the month that are coming or what has happened in the previous month.
That's true.
So,
don't forget the NFL too.
NFL is on the NBA belt.
The Super Bowl is coming up.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is
next month.
So, next month.
So that's Winston and
his gang.
And they also have their own
constituency.
They have their own constituency. People love the show. This morning somebody called and said he loves the show, but he says the 10 p.m. time is tough because he's got to go to work early. He was asking if we were going to do a date. And I'm going, daytime, there's some way.
We'll send him data.
Anyway, let's go back to talk about the AFCON. But in terms of, you're talking about the quality. You're saying that, it was almost kind of level. Were there any, we've spoken about, the regular names, were there away from Diaz and Osimhen, blah, 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 which other players whose names you won't usually mention caught your attention as players who had quality and had sold themselves in terms of the competition?
I think one player will be the SAR defender who came on for Koulibaly.
Okay.
A very promising centre back. A young player who played for the French under-20 team before he was finally selected to come and represent Senegal. A good player. But overall, I think almost everybody that came there gave a very good account of themselves. And as somebody who loves football, I was pleased to see African players actually wanting to stand up for themselves and advance on their careers. It's the overall performance of the teams. Even those that did not go through the first round did not disappoint, apart from, let's say, is it Botswana?
Yeah, as for Botswana,
because they did not even have in mind of qualifying. They qualified on the last day of those matches because I think Guinea or something lost somewhere and then they qualified. But overall, they gave good accounts of them. But you see, I love VR. I love it, but I think it's becoming unbecoming. Yeah, because you see, I heard you this morning speak to this gentleman about
he says the goal.
You see,
Senegal.
The referee, when the game is ongoing on the field, when he whistles, it's okay. But I think that the VR or CAF or FIFA should look into VR. That if there is a set piece, because that is where you have the shoving and holding and pulling all in the area. The referee should allow the situation should be over before the whistle. Because if the referee had taken his time and allowed allowed the play to go on, and then subsequently say that, look, there was an infringement or a foul on Hakimi, and gone back to see, I think he would have changed his mind.
Okay.
But you see, then again, the referee's work is more of instincts.
Yes.
He sees, he reacts.
That I'm saying that the FIFA and CAF should review that
so you think
aspect. That if there is a free kick,
when it comes
to a set piece, yes, I think that there should be an engagement. When there is a set piece, be it a free kick, a corner kick, a throw-in that is close to an opponent's area, the referee should allow the play, because that's what they are doing. Sometimes you can see somebody's like that offside. But then they allow them to go
the action to
finish before they raise. Why is that? So why can't you have a static situation where it's a corner kick, a throw, where it is static, where people come into the area, be pulling themselves, allow the incident to finish. Then we can go to VAR to know whether indeed something untoward happened. Because Hakimi was trying to pull this guy. And because of the wet nature of the pitch, he slipped. And it's normal. It's a contact sport. So you push me, I'll push you. It depends on the intent behind it. The intention is always the key. Because crime is determined by intention behind it. Raymond, I can raise up my hand, it will hit you and you will die. And I can aim at you and hit you a blow and you die. It is not the same.
They're not the same.
So this is the intent that I think that going forward, like Arsene Wenger is trying to change the course of football now. I think that they should go back and review that aspect. But when it comes to CAF, I think the Europeans, the South Americans, the whatever should look at CAF. When it comes to VAR, the decisions are always spot on.
We're not too bad on
that. They are not too bad.
It's something that I find interesting how
we get it right.
How we get it right. Because, no, I'll tell you something. And what this comes from 2-3 years ago during the AFCON. So here I was following the competition and I was listening to an English football podcast and they gave a segment to the AFCON. And the kind of comments I heard from the journalists and pundits on that podcast, I was amazed. And they kept saying that, look, Premier League referees should go to Africa and go and see how African referees are interpreting the use of VAR. That blew my mind. So I thought it was a one-off. But the comments kept, from one show to the other, they kept commending African referees on their use of the VAR. And that's really interesting.
See, what the reason I'm speaking about VAR is that players are actually pushing referees to go and have a look.
Exactly.
And that is where sometimes I find it a bit strange. Because there are some decisions that you think that the referee has gotten it right, but then players will be pushing. So overall, I think it's a good thing. I love VR because the American system is, and they never get it wrong.
The review.
The review, yes.
In tennis, in
NBA, and American football. It's done.
And cricket as well.
Thank you, done well. So why can't we all go out there, like the Garys and the rest that are always close to the FIFA? Let people come up with suggestions. They should take it on board. Go and review that aspect of it. Look, let's look at it. When there is a set piece, like this Senegal Morocco match, there was a set piece. When players are taking that man marking in that area, Hakimi was trying to block that play. What really happened? Did the guy push him? Did he slip? Was that the intent? That the guy was trying to get himself off Hakimi and then he fell, so that he can determine. But when the referee, the ball did not even feel, and then he whistles, and then no. I think that
some people say that in the VAR room there should be an ex-footballer in there. Do you agree with that?
Who was it who said that?
Oh, several people have said that.
Even Rio Ferdinand even said it. But you see,
I think Amokachi as well.
He also said it.
You see,
do you agree with it?
If there is somebody who's played the game before to be there, who has to be trained, because you can't just get up and go.
Of course.
You have to go through some form of training to be able to advise. For me, I don't have an issue. But when it comes to the world of football, apart from FIFA, that is always trying to bring in these old players around for their own interests. Footballers are always looked with that lenses. Like somebody like me, August Info, they think that I'll speak my mind and this guy, we can't deal with him. But like I heard somebody say on your phone this morning that continue doing what you are doing. Speak the truth. People will not like you, but speak the truth. For as long as you know what you are saying is the truth. Masa,
they will respect you.
Yes, continue doing it. You might not be in that places, but then you have your integrity intact. Ben Kofi told me years ago, and he saw me as somebody. He knew my father well.
Okay.
So he said, I guess in the front, I went to the papa to it like your father. Reason being that there was a Kotoko and Azakes that has to play, and Kotoko needed a point to win the league. And they were playing Sekendi Azakes in Sekendi. And my father was the captain. So they had gone through the team, had spoken to Charlie, think it's easier for me. Say, but that player, he's our captain, I don't know. So you people should.
About how I drink.
Well, speak to him. And they got through to my father, and my father said, no, it's football. Charlie Yanko Bobia win, we win. Indeed, my father scored that game. 1-0 against Kotoko. Kotoko did not win it. So from that day, I said, who is it? And then he met me subsequently. And one day he called me, Augustine, come. It's the old papa. But baby, if you know, like where we come from, and he sees me in him. Yeah. Because we see it. Like we see it. But mama catcher, you know, is a stammer. Mama catcher. Oh, you know there can.
You know, be all for talk.
Yes. Because no quarrel no. Na so a man for be on China. They always misinterpret what you are saying. And indeed, fast forward, when I said, look, you are corrupt, infanti, to it, including myself. The FA at the time took it that I said they were corrupt. The reason I was removed from a committee, the committee that I'm not paid every day or month, you say you are removing and I should have an issue with it. No, Nathan. So the football people say that this guy there, he will say it. But it is not like that. I am very loyal. If I want to defend something, I'll defend it to the core. Yeah. I tell you, I'll defend you to the core. Especially when I know somebody saying something about Gary that is not true. I will defend you to the core. Yeah. But then also when Gary is wrong,
you tell him.
I'll tell him. Yeah. I will not shy away from telling him. So I was happy that guy was telling people on air this morning. Continue doing what you are doing. Integrity is everything. Yeah. After all, Charlie, today we are alive and we are speaking because God has given us life. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yeah. We live in hope that tomorrow will come and meet us. So I will hope that CAF and FIFA will look at the VR thing and these set pieces that I think that they should allow the play to finish. And then you go a decision can be made.
Okay. Yeah. Gary, where do you think this AFCON leaves CAF? Because 3 years ago, the conversation, when it ended, we all loved Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah. Now the competition has ended and CAF is in the crosshairs. People are talking about, okay, Ayinfo made a suggestion, CAF should look at how they handle set pieces, blah, blah, blah. CAF has issued a statement. They say they are reviewing footage. Where do you think this leaves CAF? Everything that has happened in the last month.
You know what? It's an exciting time for CAF. CAF in the history of African football have never had this kind of attention. And it's not because of the happenings in the final, no. The very build up to the AFCON ensured that CAF had already, not even CAF, Morocco. You know, in Ghana, we say when the Ghana Premier League is going to start, there is what the Premier League will do, then there's what the GFA will do, and then there's a media build-up. Yeah. Morocco, as the host nation, the kind of build-up they did for their tournaments ensure that the conversation was always going to be large and loud. Then the football added to it. Then the drama has added to it. What has happened is that, for good or bad, AFCON conversation in Côte d'Ivoire, I remember distinctly, by the Wednesday it was done. Yeah. They have crowned the winner. They've named team of the tournament. You look at the team of the tournament, debated, they've done a few clips here. Tuesday, Wednesday, gone. Thursday, everybody's going to Premier League, La Liga. What has happened on Sunday ensures that the conversation is still in the league. Why? Today, Senegal are going to have their parade. Yesterday they went.
Yesterday was a holiday.
Yesterday was a holiday. They went. Today they are meeting the presidents and having their parade, right? But while they are having their parade, they are keenly watching their emails and waiting for the email
from CAF
or whatever is going to come. And when you look at the post Gianni Infantino made or his comments after the final, it suggested that FIFA are going to have a heavy influence on the sanction that will be given, which is why we tend to believe the rumors that are flying that there will be sanction. As for the monetary sanction, look, they will find Senegal. They will find Senegal, and when Senegal look at how much they find, like, I mean, it is quite clear that there is an intention to really punish them because all things said, You cannot.
It was wrong.
And I was saying, Patrick Mboma told me.
It was wrong.
And I was, when they finished the match, I met him and we walked downstairs. And he said, what did you think of the final? Blah, 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 blah. And he said, what Senegal did, here, there have to be sanctions. There have to be deep sanctions. So I'm like, yeah. And I didn't even ask him why. He said, so he was quiet. Patrick Mboma is like a handful.
Yeah, he speaks his mind.
No, not just that. Outlook.
Yeah.
Gentleman.
Very, yeah, of course.
Dresses
well,
like
impeccably. He's always together.
Thank you. Always together. Moroccan wife. Lives in Marrakesh.
Oh,
yeah. Marrakesh and
a man with good taste.
Yeah. No, he knows his inchichos. He says, you know what? Can you imagine somebody tomorrow standing in an amateur football field somewhere in Africa who has watched this final and they don't punish them? He will tell the administrator at the amateur football level that yes, even Senegal, the African champions, they did it. They didn't do anything.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. So they have to punish them severely. So they've won. Okay. But they have to punish them. And he was insistent. He said, because I know footballers. Footballers, I know us. If they don't punish them, we will think that we can come.
What they did was right.
Yes. When we come to Africa, especially those of us who are paid plenty money in Europe, when we come, we think we can come and misbehave. And that's what we have to stop. So I'm like, yeah.
It was wrong.
So if they're thinking, then somebody went to pull a document from 2024. Zamalek, they had some game and they had a walkout. They brought how much they were sanctioned. Each player was sanctioned $10,000. There were about 5 of them. The club was sanctioned, wait for it, $300,000.
Wow.
Zamalek. That's what I'm saying, Senegal.
Senegal sanctions will be heavier.
They'll find them, and when they say the email, they'll beg.
They're going to take out from the 10 million.
Yeah, I think a good chunk of that 10 million.
They'll make sure that it's a 10 million.
But you see, I was also confident that the penalty will not be scored. I was watching with some people in the house. Yes, I felt that penalty will not be scored. Yeah. And I kept telling them. So when the guy missed, wisdom, I was okay, so maybe they know who's the best. That was I had in me. Yeah. So I was saying that no, they shouldn't go out.
Come and play.
Come and play. Yeah. You can't play loose. Everybody will know that. Look, things were you were not treated fairly. Yeah. But the penalty was a penalty. If you look at the replay, it was a penalty. It was.
Very, very good call by the referee, and it was a brave call to make.
But Nathan, Augustine was speaking about the referees pausing to watch that sequence of plays end. And we've come to see football. It go hard. We've seen football as a very fluid game. Okay, and referees would always have to stop things before they degenerate, or always be the earliest warning signal, the whistle. So I mean, when that ball was flighted, and 2 of them were at each other's throat. I mean, the referee's first instinct would be, let me stop it. So Hakimi goes down, he whistles. The thought to wait and see how everything unfolds would not naturally come to a referee. And that's why the whistle went, and VAR could not even intervene in that matter, because once the referee
is gone,
referee's whistle goes. I mean,
you know why I say that? In football, there's something called standard situation. This was a standard situation. It wasn't that fluid game ongoing. That
it was a set piece.
It was a set piece.
Everybody was starting from
the reason why I'm saying is that the same VAR is telling us that when a player is offside, we should allow him or her to go and complete the play, even though the linesman knows that it's like that offside. Why is that? Why are we allowing them to finish the action before we add a flag or otherwise? But this time around, it's a standard situation in the area where Raymond, in football, you touch me, I'll push Nathan, I'll push Guy, it's normal. Allow that situation. I'm only talking about that situation because it is a standard situation. You can say a static situation where you can only move when the ball is kicked in. So the referee will be there, watch. And then when it is done, whether it goes over or outside, then if there is any crumbs, you can say that, there was a foul, half whistle. But to say that whilst Hakimi and this guy were trying to pull each other, one falls down, and then you say it. No. I think the Moroccans, in as much as they put in infrastructure, everything, some of the decisions from referees were a bit... Look, how can a player be going against... In the semi-finals, quarterfinal, a player was going, their player pulled the player backwards. And the referee...
look, I always say that yellow card Right. If I ever get to speak with Referee Daniel, I'll tell him that yellow card. Of all the decisions he took, that one was the one that I felt was the strangest one.
No, but I think, or did he? Like, he saw the hand in the face.
He saw the hand in the face, so he made that decision based on that.
I'm sure if you speak to him, there was a hand in the face that got him to take that decision.
Because when I said, but why is Bassi getting yellow carded? Was he not the one being pulled? As you're saying, maybe he saw a hand, and his yellow card was based on that decision. I don't know.
It's a system that we all love because we want to win and win fairly.
Fair point.
So Nathan, I believe that some of the decisions, the referees should also be prompted to say, look, what you have done is not right. If we are supposed to give yellow card, take penalties because the VAR is calling us, then if a referee shows somebody not that good yellow card, we should be able to tell the referee that, no, Master, the card that he gave was not right.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that it's a process. We can do it and do it better. You should not take a decision that will affect the other side. How is it that a player kicks the ball off the field and the referee doesn't show him a yellow card? And it's a Moroccan player. He kicks the ball when there was a foul taken, and then the referee says it's okay. But then if it would have been the other team, it would have probably shown a yellow card. So why is that? So I think that I love VR. I want the team to work and work well. But I said when we are going, we can do some tweaking here and there so that we have a perfect system going on.
Gary, the other day we were talking about quality. I think we were having this discussion. Was it on air, off air? I can't tell. No, I think it was at the Good Park venue. Abigail asked me a question about whether or not the game was getting more level. There's a part of me that still feels that there will forever and ever be a gap.
There'll be levels.
There'll be levels. Some countries will get better. Others will get far better. Do you think expansion kind of highlights the gaps, or because we allow more teams now to play, it would mean that over time they will get better?
I think it's a bit of both. Yeah.
Because what I saw from Botswana.
Yeah. But then Botswana can go institute a plan like they did with the athletics.
Yeah, and come back.
And come back in 5 years looking very, very different.
Fair.
Two important things in my personal reviews that I'll use this week to highlight on my personal, because the AFCON discussion will be going, but I will be doing it on my personals. Hussam Hassan has joined the chorus and officially spoken to Egyptian football authorities, the Egyptian FA, and has begged the Egyptian FA that it is time to pursue a policy or work at getting the best Egyptian talent outside to Europe.
Wow.
Yeah.
He wants the Egyptian best talent to go and play in Europe.
He wants them to play in Europe.
Yes.
And Augustine, South Africa's coach also said the same thing.
So he has now joined. So now it is no longer an isolated, narrow-minded point of view. When a big nation like Egypt, and he said, take it from me, who is coming from an era where local football was king.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that what I am seeing now means that we must go outside.
True.
Okay.
Because there's an issue that has gone under the radar in English-speaking football world.
Yeah.
There's an Egyptian player, 16-year-old or something, Abdel something. He went to Barcelona, just like our boys went to Barcelona. Whatever, long story short, the move didn't materialize because of greedy agents, Egyptian agents. And there has been such an introspection in the last few days since they went out that the things militating against Egyptian football is basically people's interest.
Okay.
So the talent are, because Egypt is a typical Arab country. Yes, but they are not going out. Is it that Egypt, the population of Cairo, please Google it, I've forgotten, just so I don't get it wrong.
20 million.
It's close to the population of Ghana.
Yeah, 20 million.
Of Cairo alone. So they have too much talent, but they have not invested in enough structure to ensure that they will go outside the country and hone their talent and be developed. Look at their national team.
Cameroon's population is about 23.5
Look at that. And we are 31.
Yeah.
So
only in Cairo.
Only in Cairo.
Yeah.
How do you manage a place like that? They are like Mexico City too.
Yeah.
Please Google Mexico City.
Mayor.
Being a mayor in Cairo is no joke.
President.
Istanbul too.
Istanbul, those places,
Istanbul,
those mega cities, they call them. Egypt, 6 players in the starting 11 in the semi-final, I think, or 7 were from Al Ali.
Yeah. Locally based.
But their quality was very suspect. The number 1 player I look at in that team who needs to go to Europe today is Imam Ashur.
Ashur.
The guy with
the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Some years back, I heard he said a contract with Barcelona also. Something happened.
Like when he touched the ball, if you can tell that this guy, if you give him 1 year
in Europe,
Portugal, Netherlands, France, one of these Rant, Lyon,
he'll do very well at Lyon. He will do very well at clubs like Lyon and
that kind of place. And you can tell. And Osama Hassan is saying that, Charlie, the way we are going, if we don't do and this generation it won't happen.
No, but Augustine, don't you find it interesting? Because in Africa, the narrative a lot of the time has been, let us have a lot more local players. So in Ghana, people argue and say, we need more players who play from here to be in the national team. But to hear Hugo Bruce, and Hugo Bruce's case is a very fascinating case because typically, most South African national teams will be dominated by players who play in their league. So for him to come and say that, listen, we are at a point where we need more of our players to go to Europe. What do you, it shocks me a little.
When it comes to the national team, they will not be successful without different components and understanding of the game.
Yeah, okay.
That is where it's coming from. So like Osama Hassan, he's saying. Yeah. So we love to develop the locals, but look, the world has become a global village. And so growing up, I always say that the likes of the Emmanuel Kwashis and John Essens and Kofi, look, the talent they had, if they had the opportunity to travel outside and learn something else, Charlie.
So it's a development thing.
Thank you.
So somebody said in the 3rd and 4th place game where we were watching it, and the person said, look at Alex Iwobi. When the ball is coming and he touches the ball, and all the other locally based players, the Egyptian players, they touch the ball, the difference is like that. Because
Alex Iwobi was the unsung best player of the competition.
I think he played very well this tournament.
When he touches the ball, he and a couple of the diaspora guys, the first touch takes him in a certain direction away from the ball, or it begins them. Why you talking about?
Yeah, he's always.
Look, what? It's a football orientation.
It's a football orientation. And he said, so he was saying, look. And so Iwobi was getting the ball, and he got a one ball B. His first touch took him so far away from the opposition. Exactly. And he said, look at the Egyptian guy. He touched the ball, it was static. He had to move the ball another 2 times. Before he got away. So by the time he touched and you can tell those are the basics. So when Salisu, for example, even from the back, Salisu from the back. And I've heard people who were close to about why they wanted him. Because when he from the back, when the ball lands,
he's a rare type of player, left-footed center back, 6 foot plus, can pass the ball.
Again, orientation.
Akotobuafo always says, our friend Akotobuafo is always saying that he's begging. Our under 17 should have a policy right now, like the Malians. You know Malians, if you are not a certain height, you are not playing. If you are like Nene Dodgerless, then you have to be exceptionally good and be a shot player. So we the shorties, we are like
the game has changed.
No.
The game has changed.
And under 17. Do you know what's under 17 World Cup? You see the Ugandans. You see what they're doing? Their scouting has completely changed. If you are not a certain height, you are not. Look at the Malians and things. You are not playing. I'm sorry.
So you see, that Egyptian team, all they had to rely on was a Mamouche and Salah.
That's all
to do the job.
Omar Mamouche.
So if Mamouche had stayed in Egypt, still playing for Wadi Dega, he wouldn't have reached that level. He moved out.
So you think a player like Ashur should try and get on the next flight.
If you watch Imam Ashraf,
bro, he's an enjoyable player to watch.
And you see, Nathan, I've always said this. I've always made this argument. Now, look, let's forget about we don't like this player. We called him, he didn't come, or we called this one, he didn't come. When you look at the football orientation of someone like Tariq Lamptey, anytime you see Tariq Lamptey on the ball, you know this boy is a dangerous player.
Yeah.
Compared to the other left backs who stayed here all their lives and moved out to go and play, there's always a difference. And that's what I'm saying. Look, Hudson Odoi, if he touches the ball, 1-2 movements, you know that this boy has quality.
Sure.
Same with Nketiah, all those boys. It is the football orientation.
The teachers.
This boy has stayed in Arsenal all his life.
Yeah.
Learned how to play ball all through.
Yeah.
Now playing at Palace. There's nothing this boy hasn't seen, or there's nothing you can show this boy that he hasn't seen in the game.
Charlie, look at the Cameroonian boy. The Senegalese, India.
Ibrahim Ndiaye.
No, the PSG boy.
Mbaye. Yeah.
My God, did you see? Yeah, Ratty.
And the same for the defender Chelsea boy. Sa.
Yeah.
Malang.
No, Mamadou Sarr.
Yeah. So he's a Chelsea player and he's at Strasbourg.
Oh, really?
So I think he'll come back next season.
And Chelsea, they are missing.
Just look at and all these boys.
And the stories there. Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr's dad was in the 2002 Senegal team.
I see.
You see?
And this morning, West Ham have announced El Malik Hadj Diouf.
Yes. Okay.
I said, yeah, sharp.
Yeah,
straight.
Sharp.
No,
He played.
No, he played.
And when you see
he took Salah out.
He's not that.
He took Salah out.
So the left back. But you know when he went to West Ham, he wasn't getting. He played a couple of games. He was going in and out of the team.
Because the Premiership is different.
It's different. Yeah. But his quality was. His first game. Once I saw him, I know that this guy had something special.
We have to get the boys out. What if today Egypt have decided? Look, you can be local champions all you want. Ali will be winning the Champions League. Sundowns will be winning with all these boys.
Yeah.
But when they get to a level of AFCON, where the Salles and Co are coming, the Osimhens, the Iwobis are coming, the level is different. The quality moves a notch higher. And that's why we keep saying, now look, this model of we want the best players, get the best players on the local scene here. But make sure they find their way out.
But are we not...
Because if they stay here...
Are we not now getting back to now composing national teams where 1 to 23 don't play in your country?
1 to 23 from the local league, let's take them to the World Cup and see something. No.
So I'm saying that if we like, we can experiment. We can take 26 players from the Ghana Premier League. We take them to the World Cup.
And let's see something. Against England.
Because passion will not win you the game.
No.
Because ball, I'm a literal.
Yeah, the quality for goal and not higher.
No. Trapping the ball, I'm a literal.
No, cash.
Nathan can't pass the ball. When they pass them the ball, they will get the ball.
Yeah.
But immediately they touch the ball, Hurricane will know that this guy.
If I press this boy,
Papa, they will say.
Augustine's time, the talents those times, you won't find them today. Those times, their makeup was different.
In our time, before you even travel outside, agents were actually following also.
Yeah.
It's not like this time around where everybody wants his word or whatever to go and play football. No. There was this Senegalese guy. Everywhere we went, he was there.
Okay, he was an agent.
Yes.
Okay.
Recently, I saw him. He lives now in Switzerland. And he will be telling you that, look, go to clubs. I saw Gary Smith in Ghana National Team. He's a very good player. Take a look at him. Yeah. Even that one, you go there for another trial.
Wow.
Because we're coming from a position where we're still more like... I was playing the Premier League in Ghana, top scorer. Yeah, then when I went to Europe, I realized there are a lot of things that I don't know. So you begin to learn again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And especially with my time, I learned this whilst I was playing football. So I don't see why you have a meeting with me and blah, blah, I should be late. No. And it's going to stay with me till the rest of my life. I've learned that.
But can't we incorporate some of those things into our development?
That's a good one. So let's come to the South African thing again. They have said that they have the capacity to bring Europe to South Africa.
Yes.
And they have done so. But then again comes a challenge. Sundowns have brought the best. And so the difference between them...
Brazilians.
Yes, the difference between them and everybody else is like this. But then again, they still remain local champions. That is the key thing. That as high as you climb in the African Champions League, every year the best team you will play is still Al Ahly.
Yeah.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? The best team you will play
is Al Ahly.
If you go
Pyramids.
If you are Sundowns, you play Pyramids. You play Al Ahly. I watched Pyramids in the Arab Cup against Flamengo. It was not even close. And Pyramids in Africa, when they are coming, they are there.
Everybody's scared. Yeah.
Sicho will tell you. Sicho and George Ado, the Senegalese stayed in their hotel. And people had spoken about the Senegalese in Tangier. As I would have spoken about the organization in Tangier. Sicho and George saw it. They said when they are coming, right? You know the way we marvel at the way North Africans come. Yeah. When they are coming to play Champions League and in Kumasi they come with their own water. Say the Senegalese national team, when they are moving and they come, Sicho was telling us just this morning when we were flying out. They came, somebody came, saw the water they had offered them and everything, the biscuits and everything. The person came before anybody else. Ate every one of the biscuits himself. Ate every one of the biscuits himself, tasted the water himself before he went back and went to report that when you come, the players can take that or they go. Yeah. And it has been spoken of, other countries speak of when they play Senegal, the way they come and go is different. Why? Because the Senegalese have brought back the 2002 generation. Yes. They are going to do wonders. Because as we speak, I said on the call the last time, but maybe because I was on the phone, I couldn't explain much. As we speak, Senegal have about 3 more Pap Chials ready to take over the national team of Senegalese stock. Ready. So when we spoke, and this guy's name, Habib Bey, came to mind.
He's at Rant. He's at Rant in France.
He's doing so well.
Yes. So I went to check, and they said the end goal is 2 things. Habib Bey has huge ambitions. He knows he's good. So at the club football level, but the Senegalese have spoken to him already that his application does not need to come on the table. That when he is ready, he should tell them. And if there's no like Pap Chia who is on a trajectory or anything, the Senegalese national team is ready for him. Because by then, he would have been cooked in European football. He would have managed.
I've seen a lot.
But he knows the way the African thinks. Now let me come back to the point I was making about the 2002 generation. They have become like United's class of 92, but even better. United's class of 92 were good footballers, and most of them did not take it to the next level. There's just a few, like Ole, who decided to go to the top level. The Senegalese class of 92, of 2002, and a few ones before then, Omar Kouskou.
So you had Aliou Cissé, who was team captain.
They have been educated. Diouf is general manager officially of the team now. Yes, and what he's doing behind the scenes is he's going to school. Because they said after the last AFCON win, they prevailed upon him that he's doing what he's doing. So they gave him free reign because he has a massive influence on the side. But they said some people told him that, El Haj, Charlie, you need to add school to this thing. So apparently El Haj is adding school to it. So that he becomes like an Oliver Bierhoff. So that he's not coming to do, boys, give it passion, give it this. No, he can speak certain things into them. Because that is what he was reduced to for a while, and it was working. But they decided that he's so good at that, but he will be better if he is educated. So he's schooling.
So he can do a great administrative job and then still do this.
Yes. And there's a crop of them that are all around the team. For the first time, if you know the history of the Senegalese national team after Mamadou Niang, he was a very problematic player.
Mamadou Niang in his time was striker. He was a handful.
He was a handful. But stubborn. Very, very stubborn guy. Opinionated. Had this. Now he's around the national team. We saw him around. And they are bringing him because he's an extremely knowledgeable guy.
Mamadou Niang played in the 06 Senegalese team.
06, he was 06, yes.
2006.
If you check the top scorers, the top 10 top scorers, Senegal, he's actually one of them. Yeah, and we saw him around the team as well. So that's what they are doing. We had the discussion here, with you guys, and I gave you names of people. Augustine was, I don't know if you listened to that show. I mentioned some ex-Ghana players who are not interested. Yeah. Derek is doing the schooling. He's doing the coaching and he seems interested. Lai is doing it. In my opinion, I think Mr. Stephen Appiah is not interested. I'll be happy if I am wrong. He knows a couple of them who have the propensity to be educated. I think our 06 and 2010 squad have the greatest chance of becoming that. Otuado is going.
Ajimambedu is also available.
Yes, he's and clearly you see he's availing himself. So his commentary didn't go well this time. People saw, hey, Ajima now, and I said no.
That's the beginning.
That's the beginning. And you see, people don't see the big picture. Because obviously he didn't have an opportunity to do that in the Ghana Premier League to be polished. They've thrown him in the deep end.
No problem.
At the Ajimambedu that I know, when he comes back, give him some time.
SportyFM.
I am sure he will, he will allow himself to be put on the Ghana Premier League to go around and to polish. And the way the CAF thing is, now that they've put him in,
if you do it once,
if you're in the system,
yeah,
because there are CAF competitions and things coming. And I'm pleading with our administrators, the 06 and 2010 boys, Charlie, call them, put them in a meeting.
They see most of us as threat. That's the reason.
I didn't want to. That is another angle.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. We are here for Ghana.
You understand? But they shouldn't be, because what an educated Augustine Ahimfo can tell Kudus Mohammed.
No.
You, Kofi Mensah, the administrator, you can't.
You can't.
It's as simple as that. What an educated Adjoa Bayo can tell the ladies, you can't if you are an administrator. Samira Suleiman has just come and taken the Hazak's job. In she's Samira Suleiman, number 9.
SportyFM.
I'm so excited because she's trained in Norway, whatever. These are the things we need, and I'm hoping that Charlie. Raymond,
I know. Is it
Guy is speaking your mind?
No, Guy is speaking my mind. I know the challenge here.
Yeah.
I dare say that our football people are not even ready to see an ex-footballer come close to even ex-school level.
Then we are not going anywhere.
Unfortunately, because the point is that we do need ex-footballers at various levels taking part in the game, either hands-on coaching, scouting,
let me tell you something.
Analysis,
recently I was
or running.
When Tony Bafu called me from Qatar, and there was this FIFA, how do you call it? These people cry. The technical team, the technical study team.
Yes,
that's right.
TSG, the TSG.
You know the head is my playmate in Grasshoppers.
Oh, okay.
His name is Pascal Zubebele. He was our goalkeeper, and I was living in the same house with him. So when Tony told us, where's Augustine? Says, oh, Tony, that guy was so intelligent, eh? And then Tony called me on video, and then Pascal, oh, Augustine, what I come here. I can't just get up and come. He said, I am the head of the technical. And the Arsene Wenger, I could see Arsene Wenger there. Yeah. And Pascal was in charge. And from Tony, he said, look, Pascal doesn't take nonsense.
Of course.
He used to be the goalkeeper, tall, but you see, he was telling Tony, so what is Augustine doing for Ghana football? So yeah, he's there, he's part of the football, the players union and blah, blah, blah. See, no, I think it is not enough. It is not enough. The federation should push him. It is not enough. I'm here not because of myself.
Yep.
I'm here because my federation is pushing.
The Swiss football.
And then Tony said, but Augustine speaks his mind, so these people don't want to hear it. But me too, I speak my mind. But you see, where we come from, Raymond, it's me. So I've stopped worrying myself.
So talking about that, if you ever read the various technical reports UEFA will produce, the Champions League technical report or the UEFA Europa League technical report,
read it every
and I read it very often. All the people who come together to write the reports are all ex-footballers. So the former technical director was Andy Roxburgh. He played with Alex Ferguson, who was a striker at Rangers. Then there's this ex-footballer, that ex-footballer, and all of that. And the entire group is made up of ex-footballers. So either defenders, midfielders, strikers, goalkeepers, and they are the ones putting together a technical report. They are the ones analyzing the game. They are the ones telling you where the game is at now and where it is going. So we cannot run this game without ex-football. It is impossible.
But it is impossible. Like somebody saying that Fifi Bansing's tried to resurrect his career. Really? How? I mean, Gary. So nobody should have any
Gary,
opinion.
Let me ask you this.
Yes,
do you see Samuel Eto'o happening in Ghana anytime soon?
A former footballer, being the FA chief.
Being the FA chief.
For now, it won't happen.
For now, no.
Because of the system.
Because of our system.
Yeah.
That you need to be attached to a club and blah, 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 blah.
But in other places,
it's not like that.
In other places, different. You know, the environment is there.
Yeah.
For them to, and really, they have played the game before. They've built their contacts. Yeah. They have contacts. Augustine opens his phone book.
So, this morning on the flight back, I was so surprised, but proud. Well, it was just full of people coming from AFCON. Then, so there were a lot of journalists. But there were also CAF people.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's a break. We all CAF.
We have a lot of Ghana people. Yeah, that's also.
We all CAF.
Yima is there?
No, I was talking to him. So I was asking him, we all CAF. So I asked one of them, what do you do? And he mentioned his portfolio. Yeah. See, a Ghanaian is in charge of this. This group. I know a Ghanaian there. This. We have the men.
We do. To fill various positions, men and women.
Everything I've said today, I like to circling back to the Senegalese. Please look at the people who are in charge of their national teams. Yeah. Look at the people. Look at the profiles of the people, and where they have been and what they have done, and how they have been brought back. It all started with one FA president, Augustine Senegal. Yes. He's gone now. Yeah, because after a while, when it was time, the politics.
He's no more the president.
Yeah, he was taking it.
I have his number.
Yes. He was always active on the WhatsApp groups. Yeah. So he was chatting with all of us.
2017, when we had this Wafu, whatever, in Cape Coast.
Yes.
That was why I had his number.
Yes.
Because I was part of the 10-car study group.
Yes. That is where Sicho met Diomande.
Yan Diomande. Côte d'Ivoire.
So Sicho has a picture of
Yes, he shared it on social.
From
2017.
Yeah. Diomande. So the progression is there. Yeah. And there's a picture of Pap Thiaw winning the Chan, sitting on the bench with another Senegalese ex-footballer who was above him at the time, detailed to that Chan team to be a supervisor of the team, to provide mentorship to Pap Thiaw. And then he went to win the Chan. Today he's here. So you see, it is not magic.
It's deliberate.
It's not magic.
There's a plan for it.
It's not magic.
Everybody who has
succeeded in this last time I was saying on the line, but I was not in studio, that we have what's his name? Mr. Ogum. Professor Ogum.
Yeah.
Doctor Ogum. He can do a good job. But if you have, for example, let me just say, for naming sake, you have a Tony Bafo attached to Dr. Ogum. Please, for 1 second, think about how more refined that team is if we go for a Wafu championship. A Dr. Ogum with a Tony Bafo in charge. Or an under 20, I don't know who our under 20 coach is now.
It's Maxwell.
Think about the Maxwell Konedu team with the Tony Bafo as the general, whatever, and they are traveling of the team. When Team Ghana shows up, everybody will even stand straight. They can't play the fool when we are around. And these things matter.
This country,
you understand?
Yeah.
These things matter.
Yeah, they do.
So we are Ghana, no? That is what it means. Okay? So, like, when you show up, and you know this from experience, like Sporty, we're at AFCON, and we show up, and this is our first AFCON. So, when we were going, I said there were 6 of us. I hold people's hand and I introduce them to people. Yeah. Please, you understand? Yeah. The next time I don't have to be at the AFCON.
That person.
Because I've literally joined the Baptist the way. I have prepared the way with my experience. So this AFCON I went. Make sure that Asariboedu knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody. When they all come, and we need contacts in other countries, everybody does not need to call me that we need to talk to somebody in Senegal. Because then, Asaribodu would have made his own contacts. Then I can sleep in my house. It's empowerment. So, and it's so key. And I'm so passionate about this topic because I see that other countries do it. When you see people's under 17 teams coming to Wafu, and you see the contingent that is leading them,
the voice of sport.
Even if they don't win, those same people will meet you at the senior level and they will use some small tricks to beat you. Because you might have an Otuado as your head coach, but Otuado doesn't know Africa. Do you understand? So, when you see, this is the scenario we are painting. When Otuado goes to Chad, he goes to Mali, he's leading the team and they are going. Otuado is a German something. He's played only for the Black Stars 1-2. At under 17 he doesn't know anything. He has just sat in a plane and just come. But the person close to him is, like I'm saying, this kind of Tony Bafo person who has been dyed in the womb. He has been baptized in African football. He has gone to Libreville before. He has traveled with Kotoko. Maybe Kotoko and the Champions League, they are traveling.
But he's doing consultancy work for all these
people. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying Tony Bafo because I'm thinking we have I'm talking about the case where we have many of them. You know, there's a Tony Bafo who has gone with Kotoko. They traveled to these African Champions Leagues. They went to DR Congo. They slapped him small. You know, the last time he went to Guinea, you know, they threw some holy water on him. So he was smelling. So the next time he travels with Otuado, he can walk out and tell Otuado, Oto, wait. Don't come out. And just like Sicho said, the person will go into the hotel.
Let me tell you one story.
You know,
before we qualify for Qatar.
Yeah.
When the team employed for Nigeria, the return leg.
Yeah.
That was like for us.
Exactly.
You know, he requested for a new bus.
Yeah, I remember that story. Yeah.
The bus that was supposed to take us, offered by the Nigerians, we didn't use that one.
Yeah.
These are all tricks. Because he's been there before.
Yeah. So you heard what the Senegalese did.
All the things.
Now, let me say the last thing, just to give all the administrators who are listening pause. Senegal, when Morocco wrote the statement of defense, that Senegal are being unfair in their accusations that they have not been given security. You know what the Moroccans wrote? I may pull it out, but to take time to look for it. They said, in fact, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up so that this one is not Gary speaking. And I'll explain to you why these things are important. Rajabi, right? So, it says, good. Element relation to the Federation of Senegal Football's criticisms regarding the organization of AFCON. Let me just go to this part. It says, point 4. With regard to accommodation in Rabat, the Senegalese Football Federation, like the other teams participating in the AFCON, please note this, like the other teams participating in the AFCON, was offered a choice between two transit hotels. Hotel Rehab, located in downtown Rabat, which had previously hosted the Tanzania team in the round of 16, and the Cameroon team in the quarter-final. What do these two teams have in common? They all played Morocco, and they all lost. Please remember this story Augustine Ahimfo said about Samif Kufo, and put it in close proximity with this one. The Moroccans offered these ones as their ones for their guests. Senegal said, we are not going to stay in those hotels. It's not personal, but we won't stay there. So they took their own money, rented another one. Because there are tricks to this thing. I am not going to impute anything. I am saying that sometimes host nation, when they are offering you things, you know it's African football.
SportyFM, the voice
Africa must unite.
All right. 10:34. Ray, do you have anything to say? And then
conversation. Interesting conversation. But I mean, we should begin to look at ourselves more, and begin to pay attention to a lot of things. The people managing our national teams are doing well, but there are layers to this. And Gary has spoken about Senegal, and we all know, even for some of the North African clubs, when they are coming to play in intercontinental competitions here, we see a lot of these things they try to put up. So I think it's high time, you know, we stop looking at and this person is a threat, and this person could do this, and this person is an enemy of the system, or this person doesn't like the system, or this person talks too much, or this person is too vocal. Nathan, if we want the best, we have to bring all of these things together and figure out the best way forward for our national team. But Gary, which people will come and be saying, yeah, passing? Which people will come and be doing the clapping and be doing the passing?
Right. So I was talking about El Hadj Diouf. Yeah. That in previous, and you see, we have seen him grow, Mr. Hemfo. In previous tournaments, they reduced him to the last person who will speak to the boys as a motivator. In the dressing room. And he was very good at that. So he would go and rile up the opposition. So he would go inside the tunnel, go and shake that other team, you know, psychologically mess with them. Then he'll bring the boys. Or he'll go and soak the, you know, because he has all the accreditations that you have. So he'll go out there. If it's a away game, he'll go out there. Remember the DRC game? Remember the DRC, the one they played 80,000? Yeah. Diouf went out. Instead of, you know, they had a plan that when the Senegalese team, they will intimidate them. Like that game, Egypt.
Anyway.
Diouf went out.
Which one? The one Senegal won 3-2.
The one Senegal went 3-2.
In
Congo should have won that match.
Yes.
2-0.
Diouf went out, went to the running track.
Yes.
They had planned that when the Senegalese team, they will meet them with an almighty shout and put the fear of God in them. Diouf went out and went to call. Instead, they gave him fans.
He took out the fans.
He took out the fans. Yeah. So by the time the Senegalese team came out,
the atmosphere had changed.
He had diluted the fear that they wanted to give. You see, these are, and it's not like we don't know and have not done it before. Okay, so remember, 2014, our 6-1 with Egypt. We did it in this country.
Yeah. I was in Kumasi.
Before the Black Stars came out, remind me of who came out. We brought ex-legends. All the people who were beefing the Black Stars, Kusin Yantichi, Elvis Ifriye Ankra. We went to, the contingent went to, the whole sports ministry was in Kumasi on Monday. If you remember, by the time it was game day, it was clear that we had won the game already. You see, so these things, it's not like we don't know do. It's not like we don't know do.
There's a bat.
You say what?
Nathan, look at this picture.
There's a bat. There's a bat somewhere.
Okay, I mean, I see.
It's just recently.
Yeah.
I mean, I see. You see the white man there?
Would have to restart.
You see me there, Kwame, are you there? Yes. Tony,
yes. I see
the US Undersecretary for West Africa was here, and he wanted to meet us. So we hosted him in our office at the stadium. And then here we're taking him to the dressing room because he wanted to know how the feeling was in the dressing room and all that. So when people out there see the importance of the former players and come and want to engage, you don't see any FA person there.
But Augustine,
and they were here because of the World Cup.
But Augustine, again, just like Gary was saying, maybe you'd have to encourage a lot of the former players to add the education bit.
Raymond, there's education already.
They should be interested, a lot more of them should be interested in adding the education bit, because there's a lot for everyone to do. There's a lot for everyone to do.
Let me tell you, there are a lot of people, like Gary said, have not shown interest because of what has transpired earlier.
In the past.
Somebody like Tony Bafo had a team. They wanted to give back to society. Just because he was not paying referees, they decided to. So he said, look, I'm going to sell, and I don't want to have anything. Tony, he doesn't want to hear football matter. No. You can't call him and talk about football matter, because he said, when such a legend has this type of understanding, it's because of what. So people have encountered a lot of these things and somebody among here. And we are here because of these things. But look, it is Ghana before anything else. And me or Gerson sitting here, for as long as I know I've woken up this morning and I have life, I still pray to God that please give me life. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, but I hope that I will be there and things can change. It doesn't really matter my issues today, no.
Well, we'll see. But me, I have a feeling in the next few years, we'll see a former footballer rise to challenge the status quo.
We'll be there. Don't worry.
Oh yeah,
we'll be there.
It's coming.
If we do it well, again, there's a good and a bad, because we've seen the excesses of somebody like Samuel Eto'o as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, and we can't turn a blind eye to that. Yes, you can have a former footballer in charge, and he will have his own excesses.
Yeah. No, but you see, the key word will be development, and the key word will be
your own
making sure. Making sure a lot of players are able to get to the next level, get to the level where they feel their talent can pay them or their talent can take care of them. A lot of that is not happening currently. A lot of of players, because of whatever benefits agents or owners would have, don't seem to toe the right path. If you have a system where you have all the best brains, people who have experienced it, been there, done that, there's proper guidance for everybody.
Okay.
Whatever football structure you want to run. Of course, you cannot say only footballers.
No. You need a blend. You need the hardcore administrators.
You look for,
of course,
technocrats.
Yes.
Of course. So let's get the people who really understand it.
Yeah. That's all.
If you get a lot of people who understand it, later you are done. You're good to go.
They don't know where Gary slept in Mongomo. So.
Wow.
All right. Okay, 10:42. We'll wrap up in a bit. My producers tell me former GFA Vice President Mr. George Afriyie is on the line and he wants to share a comment or two. Mr. George Afriyie, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning. Welcome to the show and Happy New Year.
Good morning and good morning to all your listeners and panelists at your studio.
Thank you so much
I'm driving and I have to park because I'm enjoying your show.
Thank you so much.
Let me take this advantage to congratulate Gary with his team. I mean, I've even posted it on Facebook.
Okay.
He's been so wonderful. I mean, right from the beginning, his predictions, his analysis, his game advices and contribution has been on point, just on point. It just tells you that he knows his craft. And some of the things he's been saying, I mean, at the end of the day, all of us wants to see our football grow. And then some of the things Gary has been saying, you would think that I have witnessed it firsthand. For example, like I just heard Augustine, our legend Augustine, talking about where Gary slept in Mongomo. You should rather ask Gary who he met first when he first arrived in Equatorial Guinea.
Okay.
I met him first with his backpack and I said, hey, Gary, you are here already. He said, hey, Charanko George, I have to do the job. You see, he shows clearly that consistently he has been following our game and he understands it. So the things he was saying about the Senegalese football, what he expects or what people should expect at the AFCON, it's just because he has lived with it and he understands it. Let me share something with you, and it's good that Augustine is in your studio. In 2015, when we went to AFCON, before we played our first game against Senegal and we lost. Now, when we lost the game, then it was Avram Grant who was the coach. Former Chelsea boss, big man. Now, everybody around the Ghana team, especially the legends, like Augustine, like CK and Co, they were telling us that, hey, George, that's your 3-back system. It won't help us. But who can communicate to Avram? For Avram to understand that, no, Avram, this system that you have just all of a sudden introduced is not going to help us. Fortunately for us, we had the scouts of the team who were ex-players and big ones, former Black Star players like Augustine, like CK, who were the scout of the team. So they came together. Fortunately, Coach Otia Kenten was there. Then they advised that they need to advise Avram to change the formation before playing our second game against Algeria. So, ex-president Kwesi Nyantakyi met Avram. Then jokingly started the conversation like, "Oh, Avram, have you been meeting your scouts? Have you been meeting Coach Otiakenten and Co?" And he said, "Oh, yeah. I'll have a meeting with them. We'll have a video." It was at that point that they were able to demonstrate and to prove to Avram that no, you may have to change your formation for our next game against Algeria. And then, thank God, we went on. Algeria was rated Africa #1 then. We went on to beat Algeria and then finally to beat South Africa before we qualify for the next stage. So what you are all saying, it's very, 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 very important. Like what Gary was saying, it is important to have a team that is representing Ghana, that has people who understand the game.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. It is for Ghana's good. Look, in recent times, I was criticizing the management of the Black Stars and the TFA. And what was my criticism? After our failure in La Côte d'Ivoire, I said that, look, you don't even have a management team. The Black Star management team is made up of some faceless people. I say it faceless because they don't involve themselves with the game. It was just left at one point, it was left with only Alhaji Karim Gruza.
Okay.
He also left. Because we had people like Kenel Damwa, Alhaji Karim Gruza, my friend Kwesi Ajiman, and maybe the former vice president. But they were not seen around the team. So when we failed to qualify for AFCON, I called that they must reconstitute the Black Stars Management Committee. Then they brought in Dr. Randiabe. He's seen it all. I mean, he's been involved with our football for some time, an experienced football administrator. They brought in a former captain of the Black Star who qualified us to the first World Cup, Stephen Appiah, as his assistant. Brought in Century, the owner of Samatex. Brought in Moses Amapaka, who himself was part of the team that went to the 2014 World Cup. So when you see these faces, I mean, these are people who have loved the football and developed the football and been part of the football throughout their time with Ghana football. So when you have these people, and I know somebody like Randy, I'm not saying it because they've been able to qualify. I've worked with him. When Randy was the chairman of the Under-23, we used to travel together. I've worked with him and I know how he works. He always wants to get results. And so when you have people like that leading the team, they don't want to fail. That is how come we were able to bounce back. And I also saw something which was very nice. I realized that the rest of the World Cup matches, I will see Asamoah Gyan.
Yeah.
I will see some of the ex-players going to the team hotel, talking to them, encouraging them. Even at a point, you have Asamoah and Stephen always traveling with the team. And this is very important. This is very important. The same way, you can also get some administrators who has been there, who have seen it all, who knows the terrain to also support you. But once it's Ghana football, it's not just for, it's not for only a few group of people who thinks that, oh, we are in charge with one power. This is not a political party. Get the people who understand the game, let them support you, and take the credit. This is what we've been saying. So, Gary, kudos. I've followed you since the beginning from the tournament and all your analysis, sometime on social media, sometime on Al Jazeera. Charlie, kudos. You've done so well. You've made me proud.
All right, George, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll pass the word on. Gary just stepped out, but we'll pass the word on. I'm sure he's listening. Mr. Freya, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, too.
All right. Yes, thank you. That was George Kwesi Efriye, Mr. George Kwesi Efriye, former vice president of the Ghana Football Association, also sharing his thoughts on our conversation. 10:49. All right, we are wrapping it up on the birthday edition of the Sporty Breakfast.
Yes.
We are wrapping it up.
We'll be bringing them more.
Oh yes, there's a lot more. There's a lot more left in the tank. So today's birthday, you know, we are celebrating. There'll be more celebrations on the Sporty Drive. Yeah. Iwanta, please, you and the boys should give the people birthday codes and odds on Sporty Plug. It's even the return of the Champions League. So
we'll cook something.
Please cook birthday odds for them nicely. Let them enjoy. But thank you so much. for tuning into the extended edition of the Sporty Breakfast. My name is Nathan. I did this with Raymond Yamado. Earlier you heard Gary Al Smith, and then you also heard Augustine Ahin full in studio. We caught up with a lot of our friends on the line. Thank you so much to all of them. Thank you so much for making us a part of your life. Thank you so much. You've been with us for a year. Many more birthdays are on the horizon. We ask God for life and strength and for grace. Enjoy the rest of your day. There's the news at midday, Sporty Plug at 12:30, Sporty Drive at 4, European Nights at 7. It's a wonderful day. Keep your dials locked on Sporty FM. Let's enjoy the birthday together. Have a wonderful time, and we'll catch you later.
You're locked on to Sporty 106.1 FM.